wise. Grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple lies. You can't see me, you Stevie. Wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie. And make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, Dreamweaver.
What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It is your boy, Ernie, the Blerd Without Fear. Got the homie Carter presents. Welcome to episode 300. God damn, I always feel so weird to say. 331 of the Blerd Cave, the number one comic book news stream on this or any other Earth in the multiverse that you can find not just here on YouTube. You can find us on Google. You can find us on Apple, Amazon, iHeartRadio. Even though Spotify be bullshitting lately, you can find us on there too. And yeah, of course, obviously, if you do, leave us a rating, because it helps us, find more, people like yourself. Yeah, people. Actually, I have some news. I have a little bit of news, Carter. I don't know if you knew this, but you know how Spotify does a Wrapped. Yeah, they do a Wrapped. It's crazy. Can't make this shit up. Well, I think they just started doing this last year because that's the first I've actually ever, or maybe we just started really kind of No. I'm talking about for creators. For creators, we get Wrapped. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. I know why. Windows hoed you. Bam. Fixed it. Windows hoed you. Windows went through and changed all my shit again, so that actually explains a lot. Let me go through, I need to actually, I need to make it my business to go through and check this every single time we go live now. Cause it's becoming more and more frequently. It used to be that it didn't do it. Now it does it all the fucking time now. But on the bright side of things.
Yeah, we're here. I'm here.
On the bright side.
Yes.
One thing that has come up. One thing that's come up is our podcast, and I was actually quite proud of our little because even though I guess I don't know, I look at the numbers from time to time. I don't pay it a whole heap of a lot of attention. This is one of those things. I kind of post our shit and then go on about my business, and I think Carter does pretty much the same. For I guess you'd give you a little bit of behind the scenes when it comes to the podcast side of things. Basically, Carter is the one who goes through and makes sure that the Blerd Cave is posted in podcast format. And I'm usually the one who does Nerds of Culture. And that is why you get those, because that way I don't have to do both. Because I promise you, y'all would not have gotten either one if I had to do both. That said, I was looking at the numbers because they gave us the Wrapped.
Okay.
Some of this is not as important as some others, but wow, you know what? Okay, I think I figured out what it was. Yeah, I figured out what it was. Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, but no, unrelated. No, I saw something. I was like, oh, wait a minute, this might be why these things have been happening. So check this out. We've got this is kind of the I wonder how it would look if we do it like this. Let's learn together, Carter.
Okay.
Does this show up right?
No.
It's off center. Okay. So we'll here, get that out of the way. This will be for This will be for later.
Just for later. Don't worry about it.
This later. Y'all don't worry about this. Pocket sand. Get that out of here. So right here, I was looking. I was like, dude, look at this. Look, I was like, we coming up, man. We coming up because it was it said our listening time was up 13%. We got we are I think
America loves us.
Yes, America. Actually, you know what, Carter? You jest. But I didn't realize what other countries we were popping up in. And I think here it is right here. Bam. So apparently we're number one, to our fans, like our main country that we get our viewership out of is the United States. Obviously, that makes sense. Canada being second.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we got United Kingdom in third. I was surprised
now
by that.
So I knew about that just because of how many will come in the chat sometimes sending love from like the UK and Jamaica and stuff like that. But okay, UK,
dude, the Netherlands.
How did y'all find us in the Netherlands?
It's like, wait. Come on, bruh. Come on.
Now that's an interesting one. So
I ain't mad at it.
US, that don't surprise me. Canada, that's cool. The UK was, now I'm starting to get surprised, but the Netherlands?
Yeah, the Netherlands was wild. I'm not gonna lie, dude, Brazil is still wild to me. Like, I'm just kind of like, Brazil?
The house that Dominic Toretto built. I heard that. Okay.
I'm like, okay, I guess. I mean, I guess I can see it. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. But no, it goes a little bit deeper than that. We got some pretty cool stuff here. Like this right here I thought was really neat. That our audience, yeah. Actually, okay, so here's the thing. What I find funny about these numbers is it's all relative if you really want to keep it a buck. So 178% total audience. So basically our audience grew like pretty huge.
Yeah.
And once again, I think it's because like we have been kind of, for the most part, I slack up every now and again with posting Nerds of Culture. Some of you may or may not have noticed that 2 episodes came up almost back to back this week because I completely forgot to post an episode from 2 weeks ago.
Hey,
but
don't beat yourself up about that. A lot of you may have noticed that some Blerd Cave will have timestamps and some will not. I'm trying to get better about that. Shut your mouth. It was my birthday. I can lag. Shut up. But our total audience going up 178%. That's pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool to see.
And total new audience, that number is wild. I cannot quantify that. I don't know if that's a mistake. I feel like that's a number that makes no sense to me. And no one will be able to make it make sense to me. But total new audience, I'm totally here for it. That means we got a lot of new people who tuned in and started paying attention. Maybe it is a good idea for me to keep constantly hammering home about the podcast every time we open up the show. Look what happens. And then 5.6K listening hours. You can't.
233 days of listening hours.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bro. Also,
and yes, y'all, Brazil has been family. I see some people saying, so Brazil is family now. Yes, is, I mean, y'all not gonna act like y'all didn't know Brazil was the country that Blanca made famous. Let's not do that.
Look, every time, because anytime someone says Brazil to me, I don't ever hear them saying Brazil. I always hear in the old Street Fighter 2 World Warrior, be like, Brazil. That's how I hear it now. But yeah, now that said, right here. This is another one. The show, because we started doing video versions, says the show was in the top 5% of videos on Spotify.
That's dope.
Which is crazy to me because I feel like So okay, so I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Now some shit makes sense to me. Because we've been getting emails from people, or rather, I've been getting emails from people to my account, but like it's directed at us, like people trying to like whenever you do something that makes you noticeable, you start getting all these like spam emails. We get we constantly get emails from people spamming us, trying to be like, "Ooh, we could come in and like help you with the production of your podcast. You just gotta break us off 30-40% of your income." Nah, get back. Look, wait. Look, I don't know if y'all know this about me. And if you don't, you're gonna learn today. I've been through that situation before. Like, I have been privy to that situation before. And in the words of what was it, George W. Bush, you fool me once.
Yeah.
You fool me once. It's shame on you. You fool me twice, so you fool me, I can't get fooled again. I forget exactly how he said it, but here it is. I got it right here.
You got to fumble with it.
In Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee. They says, "Fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again."
So there you go. You ain't gonna get me. You ain't gonna get me, goddamn it. You can't get me again.
I mean, he was kind of telling. If we want to keep it a buck, Bush was kind of telling the truth. Did you see?
Yes.
Because the wave dash he did when that shoe got chucked at him, that was very Mishima-esque. Hey, I'm gonna be completely honest with it. That was the cleanest wave dash I have seen from an old white man in several decades. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man, dude! You know what? I need to get that. I need to get that Jeb Bush clip. Please clap.
Oh god,
that shit was. I ain't gonna lie. Even years later. Goddamn, that shit still feels depressing to me. That said, yeah, dude, we've been kind of doing our thing, and you know what? Yeah. I'm proud of what we have put together. Oh, and this was another thing right here. 51 of our fans said we were their number one favorite show. I'm not gonna sneeze at that number. I wish I had the other one, and you know what? Did I screenshot it? I think I actually screenshot, because basically this isn't telling the whole story. This, what I'm pulling up isn't telling the whole story. There are some screenshots that I took that actually go a little bit deeper into the shenanigans of it all. Here, let's pull this up. Yeah, we're a top 10 show for 229 fans.
Hey.
So, that's something. That's nothing to sneeze at. We are a top 5 show for 162 fans. And then that's where we get into we're a number one show for 51 fans. So I take these numbers. I take these numbers incredibly serious. I don't. I take them with a very like a very proud heart. There's no universe where I look at these numbers and think, no, there's no universe where that happens. This is all good shit. Also, we got one more. We actually got one more, Carter. This right here. We got a 2025 Rising Star deal right here. And we got a 2025 marathon show.
Yeah. I can absolutely see that one. Fucking 3 hour more days. Jesus Christ.
And the reason was because we actually, man, God bless some of y'all. I just realized we aren't live on Twitch. Let me hit that real quick. I apologize, y'all. Anyone who was on Twitch, because you might be here. Actually, you wouldn't know because you're. I apologize to everyone on Twitch. We've been live for 20 minutes. We good. Anyway, Mighty Pocket Sand, mind your business. We back to it. 2025 marathon show. I actually looked at it. I don't have the screenshot for this, but apparently a decent number of our fans have listened to multiple shows back to back, like in one sitting.
I heard that.
Like that. See, you know what it is? I know who it is. It's some of y'all, because I know we had some truck drivers and some night shift workers, third shift workers, who I remember coming in the chat and being like, "Oh yeah, man, y'all be holding me down. Y'all be holding me down during the shift." So yeah, basically that's what it is.
I've heard that one before. I've heard that like we are, even though we are live on Saturdays, we are the Sunday show, and I'm talking about for Thursdays and Saturdays where people will cut us on while they're cleaning up the house instead of having to be forced to listen to gospel music on Sundays. You're listening. You're listening to the Blerd Cave Nerds Culture. So yeah, that's dope. Dope.
I also want to point out a 2025 talked about show. Don't know what that means exactly. But it sounds good, so I'm gonna run with it. We're just gonna take that. We're gonna take that. And yeah, I do appreciate this right here. Lisa, guilty on Thursday nights. Wait, I pass out to y'all. I work out right next to y'all, and my routine. It's fam. Hey, dude, every time. Hey, we listen, like I said, we appreciate this type of stuff, man. We appreciate this type of stuff. Wait a minute. So you have replaced Anita Baker for me cleaning on set. See, look, this is what I'm talking about, though. I love to see it. I love to see this type of shit. The gospel of comics. You goddamn right we are.
Oh my goodness.
Like I said, I originally I wasn't even going to say anything about any of this stuff because I was like, this is whatever. You know, I can.
This is cool. This is cool.
But it's good.
It's us, and people are listening to us to that extent.
Yes.
And other countries are listening to us to that extent. That is insane to me.
Yes.
Like,
it's wild.
Because I'm going back now, and I'm like, with you were already doing this. Me, I was just trying to help a homie out because another co-host couldn't make it. So me just trying to help the homie, the fast forward to now has turned into this thing, and that's dope. That's dope.
Hey, it's beautiful. It look like I said, it is absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I wouldn't trade any of it. I wouldn't trade any of it, like, at all. You know, it just that way lies madness. That said, you know what way doesn't lie madness?
What's that?
Is when people show love to the channel, you know, we gotta respond. They show love to the channel, we gotta respond. We also got Outlaw KK with the first ever super chat.
No. Outlock.
Oh, you know what? You're right. Outlock. With the 5 says first ever super chat. You deserve it. Hey, you know what? I'm actually glad that you said we're gonna. Thank you.
The only reason I know that's how I interpreted his name was from that goddamn Punisher omnibus when Frank is fighting the Vulture and he's talking and he's squawking. That's the only reason I said it like that.
This motherfucker. We also got Screwface Capone with the 2 says you ended up my top channel too. You know what? Because some people were sending me stuff, and like I said, it all made my day. Because I like I said, it's not to sound like I'm getting ready to devolve into you like me, you really like me. But I mean, yeah, no, sometimes I don't really think about, like, you know, I mean, I think about it, but like it's not something I obsess over whether or not I am, you know, doing anything that is important to anyone. Like, I don't think about it because I just assume that you motherfuckers just like, oh yeah, whatever. But that's just what I'm used to my entire life with anything I've ever done. But Yeah, man, to see that, y'all are, excited for the show and, coming in every week, and I always see y'all like, coming in early and, getting amped up and, stuff like that. Like seeing stuff like that every week is really heartwarming. And also to see it also kind of pay dividends down the road to where we're at like right now is just like, I think Kang the Conqueror would call this the missing moment. If we were in a Jed MacKay written story, which we are not. Probably
you hate him. There's two things I want to say real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say real quick. One of them is talking about Highlight 915, giving us a 5, saying much love to the cave. Congrats on 331. Please go see Zootopia 2. It is a great movie. It absolutely is. And thank you for the Little Caesars Hot and Ready. And there's a comment here that I was tripping off of when I saw it in the Discord from Mad Coco. He said, apparently y'all are one of my top wrestling podcasts that don't even really talk about wrestling. And
that's crazy.
The reason that we are the top wrestling podcast, because he put it in Discord, is because what do you in every goddamn episode?
We come over you. So what you're telling me is what you're telling me is we could potentially become the top. We could potentially become the top wrestling podcast ever in the history.
Mm-hmm.
I'm adding that to the list of our accolades. We are no longer just the number one comic book stream in the multiverse. We are also the number one wrestling podcast in the multiverse, and you cannot convince me otherwise. You can't convince me otherwise. I don't care. Can't convince me.
I want to talk about something real quick, because it's gonna bug me if I don't. First of all, I want to thank all of you,
yes,
for the birthday wishes. I really do appreciate it. Yesterday was very stressful, and I was not expecting that. So, and Ernie knows me too well, because he already told y'all, like, I will not hesitate to punch a motherfucker in the throat. I will not. There were several comments that got deleted that tried to call me old. Boy, there was some ass whooping. And you know what? Thank you, Gavin. Thank you for the birthday wish. You know what you can do for me for that birthday wish? Yeah, nigga. I saw you over there in Comic Pop stream talking about some main Marvel book you doing. I want the deets. Unless it's the one I'm getting killed in. Then you can go right to hell. But I do want to thank everybody for the birthday wishes, man. It absolutely meant a lot to me to see all of that love yesterday, especially because my birthday was very, very stressful because I was working. But even when I wasn't working, and Ernie knows about this one, it was the shit that happened after work.
Yeah.
Let me show y'all this, because I know a lot of you all like to see what I got behind me. So I have several books behind me, and the reason I have several books behind me is because we're going to be talking about Blerd Awards stuff, and several of these books that are behind me are up for nomination. But there's one book in particular that I just grabbed. It's this bad boy right here. It's The Punisher by Greg Rucka Omnibus. Now, some of y'all might be asking yourself, damn, wait. That's that Punisher run that Carter always be talking about, right? Yes, it is. But wait, Marvel released that joint in an omnibus? They did not. This is a custom omnibus made specifically for your boy, with Greg Rucka's entire Punisher run, including the Punisher Warzone miniseries and the tie-in that happened with the Omega Sanction with Amazing Spider-Man and Mark Waid's Daredevil. Yeah, but yeah, this is you remember a couple of weeks ago, Ernie and I, Ernie showed you an IG page for an individual that makes custom omnibus. I told Ernie about it. I'd seen the dude on Reddit, and I got this bad boy made. This is now, I guess this would be the equivalent of a Grail, because I had to get this shit specially made and ordered from this dude in France. So instead of shoes, it's comics that ain't nobody else got in omnibus format but me. So yeah, this was my birthday present, and it was hell to get this thing just because of California post offices. But
I mean, they tried to not give it to you.
Yeah. Yeah, but we ain't gonna get into that because I'm trying to stay positive. I want to thank
Well,
everybody for the super chat. I want to thank everybody for the birthday wishes. I want to thank me for getting this made. So now I don't have to take my ass on eBay no more and have Ernie laughing at me because I'm finna win the bid. And then the last 3 seconds, 8 motherfuckers want to come in and just outbid me by $173. How y'all even typing them numbers that fast on y'all phones? Fuck y'all. But I ain't got to worry about that anymore because I got it.
I ain't gonna lie. There was a couple of times I remember one specifically where you thought you got it.
Yeah,
because I think it didn't
it was the most
refresh. It didn't refresh for you like right away. So like it looked like you had it, but then like you found out that like 8 other
I like how you tried to help me by saying that it didn't refresh. Ernie's trying to lie to y'all for my benefit because he don't want to make me seem as dumb as I was in that moment. I can do that, brother. I can tell him the truth. I'm older now. It wasn't that the shit didn't refresh. It's that the bids came in so fast. I froze because I was so caught off guard. And while I was saying, what the fuck? It already ended. So that being the case.
Can I just say, okay, look, I want to say this, and then we'll hit this next super chat, and then we'll get into what we're here to get into.
Yes.
Here's the thing. I am not a fan of having to go to eBay and overpay for a book that I should be able to just get whenever I want. And I do it very rarely. But when I do, and I've actually talked to some people about this before, I think this actually came up. Probably one of the more compelling instances was when I was talking to Mike Norton here in Memphis about Revival. And I was telling him, because he was like, I was showing him my hardcover my hardcover collection of Revival, and he was like, "Oh wow, you don't even really see these anymore." And I was like, "Yeah." I said, and I made a passing comment. I didn't make a big deal about it, but I was just like, "Yeah." And I was like, Volume 2, for some dumb reason, is ridiculously hard to find.
Yeah.
And I actually had to go on eBay and pay like probably almost 3 times what the book actually like cost on the sticker. Because someone kept trying to outbid me for it. And then and when that's not happening, you go on Amazon and people are like reselling books and they're reselling them for like a king's ransom. Case in point,
Yo, Ninja Turtles.
I have a couple of Neil Gaiman Sandman leather-bound omnibus collections and these were before we found out what we now know about Neil Gaiman. So I just want to make that clear. And even truth be told, if I did buy them even after the fact, I would have done the same thing because he wouldn't be getting that money. He wouldn't be getting that bread. I ain't buying the books brand new. I don't support Neil Gaiman. But when I was talking about it, it was like, I remember how sad it made Mike Norton that like people were overcharging for the book. And now that the show is out now, because I want to make something clear here. This was like a while ago. Like now that the show is out, you can find the Revival everywhere now. It's everywhere. Same thing goes the Neil Gaiman Sandman leatherback. You can I don't know about now. Well, actually, no, I think you can find them now everywhere. But like when I bought this, that shit wasn't readily available. Like that shit was out of print. And like even at the height of the popularity of the Sandman TV show. Same goes the Ninja Turtles book that I bought. It stayed out of print.
Yeah.
I feel like almost a year after the fact. A little over a year after the fact.
That shit went out of print when it came out in 2012. And
I'm sorry. This is to be fair.
Oh yeah, Mike is predisposed to be a sad giant. I did laugh at that.
He's a cool motherfucker, but I will say he is a somber motherfucker as well. Like I won't say somber. I don't want to say somber, but like you can just tell that like he's just like, yeah, I'm just here. I'm just here doing my shit. Yeah, whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah.
Like if there was ever anyone in the comics industry I could describe as being like an Eeyore type of person,
Oh, wow.
it would probably be Mike Norton. No, like
Wow.
just, but I mean, like I said, like not even like in a bad way, just like it's just he's just kind of like because I remember when I approached the table, he was like, yep, yep. Yes, the Revival is getting another season. I don't know how. Okay, here's the weird thing about Revival, and I don't want to. This isn't really a spoiler, but it kind of is. So I'll just. Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna spoil the show, and I'm not gonna spoil the comic. But what I am gonna say is the point that they reach at the end of the Revival TV show of the first season. They've exhausted.
You did tell me that. You did tell me that.
Like they kind of slick did the like they kind of skipped around some shit, but all the shit you find out at the end of the first season is all shit that doesn't get revealed to like the end of the fucking book. Like we're talking 40, I think it's like 44, 40 some issues deep. Like you don't find out who the killer is until literally the end of the book. And everything that happened in that literally happens at the end of the book. So basically they're taking it beyond they're taking it beyond the comic book. They're going into some whole other shit. So anything that happens going forward with that show is that is Tim Seeley and whoever else is involved in the TV-ification of it. That's them doing what they want to do, and that's fine. But yeah, it is. Here's the other thing. Yeah, I do remember the Chew crossover because it was such a strange and random crossover. Like I just didn't see it coming. Like it was one of those, like it came at a time where like I wasn't even really reading Chew like that. Like, I mean, I was aware of Chew's existence, but I wasn't like, it wasn't a book that I was actively like checking out. And that actually was kind of slick. What made me a little, that and other people I knew talking about the book made me like, oh, let me go see what this is all about. Let me, this guy seems wild. But yeah. Now here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. I am oh wait here. I want to get this other super chat. This is the Real Bone Factory. Says with the 2 says, you guys are my top. And then Secret Galaxy. Okay. Hey, look, you know what? That's a win. That is a win right there. Like, you know what? I am okay with that. Like, I take that as a glowing endorsement because Secret Galaxy is infinitely bigger than us as a platform. So the fact that like we got ahead of that, I'm gonna eat that up for a little bit. Like I'm gonna kind of coast. I'm gonna kind of coast on that, just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Can I have that one? I'm gonna coast on that. That's that you know, honestly, I think that might get me through the rest of the week. That's gonna get me through this weekend into the next week. Yeah. We're gonna run with that. So yeah. Oh, you know what?
What?
No. Carter, I got to ask you a question. Someone posted in the Discord, but I'm curious if you actually looked at it. Did you watch that Transformers Soundwave? It was like the self, they do the self-transforming Transformer toys?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you saw, there's a Soundwave one now.
No.
Ooh, man. Woo! Woo!
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and it actually can like record voice. It can like record you and like it has like voice lines and shit and can do all kind of bullshit. But I think I forget who. Yeah, the Bluetooth Soundwave. But no, it's I don't know how much it. Oh god damn! Yeah, there's no
don't
way.
even don't. Yeah, you. So you might well go ahead and stop talking about. You want to get into what we're talking about today? That boy saw the price and changed the whole thing.
No. See, no, I got to show this. y'all don't understand. Look how much this shit costs. It's $1,000 right there. Here's the crazy part. That motherfucker on sale.
Okay. If so, I'm looking at a video now. Does that thing transform into the Bluetooth speaker?
Yeah. So yeah, basically it
because I'm looking at this motherfucker transform right now.
Yeah. It transforms into like an actual like little boom box, little mini boom box.
Okay, now Ernie, I need you to listen to me. I need you to listen because it's the third time I have restarted Soundwave transforming into this speaker. I ain't that mad at $1,000 though.
I mean, no. I mean, look. Here's the thing.
That shit was kind of fresh.
All these little self-transforming deals, it's cold as fuck to watch them do it because, like, it's not gonna look exactly like the fucking cartoon, but it's gonna be pretty goddamn close. Because for those that maybe might not know, this is what it looks like when it's in his boombox. Yeah, little form. This actually opens up. Now they've made a mention of. I'm gonna send you the short. Yeah. Shoot that my way real quick. So we can pull that up, and yeah, man, I'm 100% here for it. I'm 100% here for it. Let's bam, let's go.
That's kind of fresh, Ernie. I'm sorry. It's kind of tight.
Oh yeah, no, that is insane. Look, and I love the fact.
I feel you, Gavin. I absolutely feel you.
Don't let them get you. Don't let them get you.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah, I don't want. Here's the thing. I don't want to pay $1,000 for that. But if I had $1,000 to just freely just fuck off, I can think of worse ways to spend $1,000.
Are you gonna put this on your secret Santa with the family? And if they don't get it to you, they ain't allowed Thanksgiving next year.
Well, unfortunately, we have $100 limit on that, so I will not. Actually, no. You know what kind of green shit I was watching the other day? Yeah.
What's that?
Oh, I wondered. I don't know if you watch this channel, but it's a channel I just recently discovered, and I've just kind of been going down the rabbit hole of it. Oh God, what was Fuck, what's this motherfucker's name? This is actually gonna kill me. That I can't remember this motherfucker's name. But here, I'll just do it like this. So there's this YouTube channel, and basically what they do is they kind of do the whole they do like lots of like little skits and type shit like that. I'm going back through my history trying to find this shit because I can't remember the content creator's name, and it's fucking eating my soul alive that I can't fucking remember the name of the content creator. But basically, they had a video that was like, it was sorry, I saw the video where Jay Nadaj, that's who it is, Jay Nadaj. They did a video, it was called A Secret Santa Gift Exchange Gone Wrong.
Oh no.
And basically there was one where like it was like, oh, it was supposed to be like a $50 limit. And it was like, yeah, I know. I got you something that was less than $50. And it was something that was like not even $7. That's the type of shit that I'm afraid of. That's the type of shit I'm afraid of. But yeah, I'll say this: if anyone has not seen that video, I do highly recommend. But yeah, Jay and the dog, they usually do like, hold on, let me see if I can pull this. I'm not gonna play it, but I'm not gonna play it because it's not long, but it's a lot. But that said, I do recommend if you have not done so, go check it out. They basically do like a lot of skits where and they do songs too. They'll have like songs where what was it like? So was it ABCs for badass kids and things like that? You know, shit of that nature. It's pretty interesting. Pretty interesting.
Ernie, can we? And I'm asking for a reason, but can we go ahead and start getting into what we are here for? And the reason I ask is so that my attention can be taken off of this goddamn Transformer, because I'm still looking at this motherfucker transform and getting more excited.
That is fair. That is fair. That is 100% fair.
Did you end up playing War for Cybertron?
I still have not gotten a fucking chance to do it. I'm gonna tell you why. I've been drawing my ass off.
Oh, well, okay, you know what? That's not bad. That's not bad.
So,
that's not bad.
That's why. But when I do, it will be glorious because I fucking love those games. Those are literally the best Transformers games I've ever played. You can't convince me otherwise. But no, we are going to, for those, you, for whatever reason, if you just kind of meandered in here, you didn't really pay attention to the thumbnail or the description or the title. We are going to be, I want to give a little bit of transparency first. So your boy really wanted to do the Blerd Awards in a very different way this year, and I shit the bed on it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I shit the bed on it because I waited too late. I kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off and didn't have all my ducks in a row. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do something a little bit different. I know I said I was gonna let you guys vote on stuff, and we were gonna do this really kind of fancy funky way or whatever. We're gonna do something. We're gonna find a middle ground first before we do that. And what's gonna happen is, as what you probably saw when we were looking at Megatrons and sound waves. I do have to go back to the thing just for the briefest of moments. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to give people the opportunity to kind of help us figure out what our nominees are. Okay. And how we're going to do that. For those who are wondering, how we're going to suss all that out is we are going to open up some polls. And basically the way we're going to do it, we're actually going to try and break it down to just we're going to try and break it down to 4 nominees. And for those that are, I guess let me explain this part for those unfamiliar with how we do things. Under normal circumstances, when we do the Blerd Awards, it's usually just what me and Carter generally really liked or enjoyed. Here, Carter. You're probably gonna get covered up for like a split second, but don't worry about it. I had to open up my notes for our for this. Anyway, okay, we're back. And generally speaking, Carter and I usually always kind of like, man, dude, maybe it should be this. Maybe it should be that. Maybe this should be this. Maybe that should be that. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to give you guys the opportunity to kind of help us determine what some of these are going to be. And there's going to be a lot of categories, so that's kind of why I decided, you know what? Let's monetize this. Let's make content out of this. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be running through the categories. The categories are actually going to start with and I actually didn't add this part in here. I probably should have, but it probably would make more sense. But it's going to be best superhero comic solo series, best superhero team / ensemble comic. That kind of opens up the floor a little bit. And we also got best fantasy, best science fiction, best comedic. We've also got best crime, best horror. There'll also be best licensed comic. There will be best indie comic. There will be best new series, best ongoing series, best limited series, best single issue or one shot. There'll be best crossover series or event, because I didn't want to do separate ones for common crossovers and it's too much shit. Anyway, we got best DC comic, best Marvel comic, best comic that isn't Marvel or DC. And then we've also got best comic book movie, best comic book TV show, and we also have our own personal awards. Y'all don't need to worry about that. Mind your business. But some of you may remember some of these. We have the toilet seat award, the bathroom award, if you will. This is the books that held us down when we were in the John. And we were also, we're going to have the comics that surprised us in 2025, as well as our most anticipated comic of 2026. And then, of course, we are also going to have categories for individual awards and like company awards. So we're going to have Earth's Mightiest Artist, as well as cover artist, as well as writer, colorist, as well as overall creative teams, as well as we'll have one for there's one I actually kind of slick almost want to retire in this, but I'm gonna keep it because they're becoming more and more common than what they were even when we initially started this. But we are gonna keep Earth's Mightiest Shared Universe, as well as Earth's Mightiest Publisher of 2025 and best overall comic of 2025. I actually romance the idea of including letters in this, and it's not because I don't like letters, but it is very difficult for me to pare down letterers because, as I have often been told, even by actual letterers, you only really notice lettering when it's bad.
And to be honest, I think if we have people voting on it, they might not even
notice.
They might not even know who the letter is. They not even pay that shit any mind. It's pictures and words.
You know what?
Not taking anything away from letterers.
No, not at all. Not at all. But like this right here, this actually isn't a bad idea. Books that should not have been
y'all
canceled.
Mad about that ultimate shit is gonna forever be a thing. I feel like that shit's going to end, and people still gonna be wondering, or we still gonna see videos and thumbnails about its return 2027, 2028.
I ain't gonna lie, motherfuckers treating that shit like goddamn Snyderverse.
No.
Motherfuckers is treating that shit like the goddamn Snyderverse. Ain't that about a bitch? But no, that said, what we're gonna be doing, so we are gonna be trying to pare these down to 4. Now, real quick, before anyone gets started, because I haven't told you how to engage with this just yet.
Yeah.
But one of the things, and the reason why this actually is not the full list, because there's also more.
Okay.
There's also more. I have not finished. Because as Carter and I kept talking, the more we kept discovering books that could have made the list.
Yeah.
Case in point, y'all just saw right here, live and direct, I added Poison Ivy. Why? Because the book is goddamn good.
Because that book shouldn't have lasted as long as it did, which says a whole lot about the quality of that goddamn book.
Because look, how often do Carter and I have to say this every fucking week?
Yeah.
There are books that like and I've talked to other writers about this. Some of y'all might remember I was talking to Stephanie Williams very recently, and we were talking about how you keep books alive, and this was one of the, and Poison Ivy has kind of become one of my go-to examples, and Stephanie agreed. She was like, yeah, that book was only supposed to go 12 issues, and here we are, and I think they literally just came out with 40 or something like that. So I mean, come on now,
39 or 40
Oh yeah. So I mean, like you gotta, you kind of have to give a little bit of, you gotta give a little bit of credence where you can. Okay, so now I'm gonna tell you guys how you engage with these polls. Now, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna leave the polls open very briefly. We're not gonna, they're not gonna be open the whole time because we're gonna be jumping from category to category to category to category. That said, what has to happen here is you are going to have to select a number, more or less, is what's going to have to happen. And as you select numbers, and you have to enter them in the chat, if I remember correctly, Oh man. Here, let's do a little experiment. Let's do. I think this is how it works. Or no, wait. I think this is how it works. Let me try this. I can't remember exactly. Because this shit was a little bit confusing. This shit was like a little bit confusing. But basically, what's going to happen here is you're going to have to use... that's what it is. You have to use a hash-tagged word. So basically... Actually, let me see here. I want to see if it does it this way. Bam. Let me try this. Let's see if it does. Yep. There it is. So yeah, you can actually just type in a number. It doesn't matter. If you type in a number, it just does it.
Not yet, dummy.
No, y'all can do it now. Y'all can do it now.
Oh, you
y'all
sure?
Can do it. Yeah, you can go ahead. Yeah, please start. The sooner the better. The sooner the better. So yeah, start typing in your numbers. Type in whatever number. Hashtag. You actually don't have to do the hashtag. I've come to find you don't have to. You just type the number and it'll do it. They like I said it's all happening. Lord have mercy. Oh, also one thing while we're doing this, one thing that I wanted to make incredibly clear, is that I love this. This is actually Carter. Aren't you glad that we chose this?
Good Lord.
This is hilarious. I fucking love it. I'm here for it. Talk about a landslide.
Good God.
Look, it ain't even close. God damn. Well, we know what we'll probably end up being the front runner here. But no,
Reimei is somewhere rubbing his hands together like Birdman right now. He like Marvel need to get him another bag.
He's like, I'm getting mine, god damn it. So, like I said, the reason why we're doing it this way is so that way we can kind of pare down, figure out where we're at. I do love how the Absolute Universe is kind of holding it down for DC on this. Like, I mean, yeah, clearly Storm is I got you. But I love how like the only two that are like remotely close is Absolute titles. I'm a little disappointed that less people are picking Miles Morales, but that's another story altogether. But I'm here for it. I'm absolutely here for it. Here. You know what? Let's this isn't a this is something that I was like, oh wow, let's take a look at this real quick. It says this is from Federico Amati. Says Blerd Without Fear. Hey Ernie, just want to thank you for the Jason Aaron interview. So glad you guys recommended the Bug Wars and Southern Bastards work. I'm reading them both on Global Comics, which is a friendly reminder right there. Southern Bastards, right there. That's a Here, I'm actually going to pull this up so y'all can actually fully see what Carter is holding up. But yeah, Southern Bastards, which is a phenomenal series. I actually hate that we'll probably never see a end to the actual comic.
What? Not even that is what irks me, okay? So this is book one. This, I don't think it's hard to get. If it is, but this is book one. It's the first two trades. It's 4 trades long, just to give you all a rough idea of how many books you'd be reading. But are we not going to get more? Probably not if you watch Jason Aaron's interview. Yeah. But my whole thing is the second hardcover won't even come out. I just want the second hardcover because having the first hardcover and then 2 trades makes me cringe when I look at it on my shelf. But
it's disappointing. Well, and the reasoning why is because some people don't know how to keep their hands to themselves. That's the short answer. And when I say some people can't keep their hands to themselves, I'm not talking about
Tyler
Jason
Durden. You sound like me when I talk to Ernie after the interview. Yes. People
this right here.
Keep them. Oh my God.
Like because I wanted people to understand. I'm not talking about Jason Aaron didn't know how to keep his hands. We talking about this. y'all see that name? Not Tyler, but the Jason Lautner. The
No,
Jason
no.
Or
Let
Jason
me do this for the
Lauder?
audio files because they can't
Oh.
see that either. The reason we're not getting more Southern Bastards is because the co-creator and artist for that book, Jason Latour, who likes
Jason
to
Latour.
tout himself as the creator of Spider-Gwen, he couldn't keep his hands to himself.
Nope.
Several women came forward in regards to him. That's why you have not seen hide nor hair of Jason Latour since. But why is that a problem? This is me saying it. This is just Carter saying it. This is nobody else saying it. Why is that a problem? Because Tyler Durden just said it. He fucked the bag up. Little weirdo couldn't keep his hands to himself. Now you have Jason Aaron that can't even do what he would want to do, because I watched that interview, and even though Jason Aaron is a very quiet individual, would shock me with a beard like that and being a Razorback fan. But it was clear that he would love to finish that book. But because, well, let me not say, I'm trying to curse less. That was one of the things I said I was going to do as like a birthday thing. But because motherfuckers couldn't keep them hands to themselves, because they couldn't keep things professional, we're in the situation we in right now where, yuck. Yuck.
Yeah.
What interview is this? This was Jason Aaron's interview in regards to Thundar with Ernie himself. Just go to the Blerd Without Fear channel, hit live. You're going to see Thundar and Jason Aaron in all his bald, bearded glory. So yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see what we're talking about.
Right. Yeah. It like I said, it's and I don't think we need anymore. I think we have a very Go ahead. Go ahead. Say something.
Keep that right there. Keep that right there.
Yes, sir.
Now, if this is the case, ladies and gentlemen, for all you audiophiles, Blerd Award nominees, best solo series, with an astronomically high 2.4%. is Cody Ziegler's Miles Morales Spider-Man. With 16.7%, we got Nick Dragotta and Scott Snyder's Absolute Batman. With to the surprise of no one, 64.3% of the voting is going to Moreira Ayodele's Storm. 2.4%, which kind of irks me, but that just lets me know y'all just don't read good quality books. Is Eddie Brock Carnage. With 11.9%, we got Absolute Wonder Woman, and then we have Poison Ivy with 2.4%. Now, you do realize if somebody comes out and says that they don't like Miles Morales Spider-Man, and you all try to jump to the defense of it, you know you're full of shit, right?
Yeah. Well, no. Right? So, and I've been watching. Yeah. Well, what I thought was funny about this, I can actually tell based on comments like what books people are actually reading and what they're like paying attention. Because I'm gonna tell you something I see very commonly. I'll see some people be like, "Man, why is so and so on here?" And it's like,
yeah,
this is why, because it's good.
Yeah. So answering it in a very polite, professional way, which is why you all love Ernie. Let me answer it my way. And this is where that fucking Blerd Without Filter thing comes from. What is Poison Ivy even doing? Poison Ivy is busy being 39 books in for some shit that was only supposed to be a max series. That's what Poison Ivy is doing. What is Miles Morales doing on this list?
40 some odd issues deep.
Doing what everybody wants that character to do, to separating himself from just being another version of Peter Parker. That's why they on this goddamn list.
I can tell you what Miles is doing. Being a better fucking book than Amazing Spider-Man. There you go. I said it. There you go.
So
Miles Morales has been consistently shitting on every other fucking Spider-Man book. This isn't even. It just is what it is. I leave it at that. Yeah, that said, I'm closing the polls now. I'm closing the polls. The House has spoken, and is done. The polls are closed.
That's a very evil way to make that statement. Absolute Batman getting the second highest vote while being the least good book in that list is diabolical. That's a very nasty way.
I'm not gonna lie. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Goddamn. Jesus Christ. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Let me use a Beavis and Butthead phrase. That's like doing a drive-by, but instead of shooting somebody, you just ran and kicked them in the nads and then went on about your business. You just ran
right?
off.
So, okay. So we've got all that. There was something else I was gonna look for, and I kind of forgot about. Oh yeah, the main thing, and here we can actually remove this part.
Yes, we can.
So basically, now what we're gonna do, best team /
and yes, Eddie Brock absolutely shit on all new Venom, but we ain't
yes,
here
it
to talk
did.
about that.
Yeah, that is not even close, sir. That is not even that is not even close. I've already taken into account what books are supposed to be where, and they are listed in their order of their order of something. Let's see here. Actually, I want to go back just because I'm curious about something. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be nasty. 64.3. I'm actually going to put the numbers. I'm actually going to record the numbers.
Yeah. Please do.
Yeah, we're going to record.
YouTube comments for this is finna be hilarious.
It is going to be off the chain. I cannot wait. I have
Lord,
never
YouTube
been
comments going to be hilarious.
I have never been more excited to dive into nasty comments. Cause I'll be honest with y'all. Man. Sometimes I say y'all in the chat right now, but it's usually motherfuckers who come to the show like after the fact. Y'all are mean. But here's the other thing I'm gonna say. The same motherfuckers that'll be mean to us in the comments, this is what I find hilarious. The second we say something back, suddenly we're mean. And it's like, nigga, did you read what you read? Would you put down? Like, well, I'm just saying. But no. That said, okay, now that I actually have the numbers recorded, I am now going to set up the new poll. So now we're going to be talking about best team / ensemble series, and I just want to make sure people understand. Yes, a book with a team or a shit ton of characters. Enough characters that it justifies saying that it's a team, even if it isn't a team.
Avengers,
yes.
Blood Squad 7.
Yes.
Gargoyles, maybe.
Bitterroot, Thundercats, stuff like that.
There you go.
Yeah, a book with a lot of characters is basically the idea here. So I'm going to go ahead and put in some of the ones that Carter and I have privately talked about. The first one I think actually does need to be added into the conversation is Justice League Unlimited. And as we just literally said, Bitterroot, the next movement, also I think belongs in that conversation. So there we got that. That's those are the two we got thus far. Carter also, I think, because you added one that I think is not going to surprise anybody. Doesn't surprise me because I would have added it as well. Ultimates definitely kind of belongs in that conversation.
It's beginning. In the words of the great Shang song, it has begun.
And you know what? I don't disagree.
Name drops have begun.
Yes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I agree with that. The Power Fantasy, that is a very definition of an ensemble book.
Yeah.
So those will be added. Ooh. I see people throwing in for I see people throwing it. Well, you know what? Man, that actually makes it even more sad that the book got canceled.
Yeah, Power Rangers.
Prime, yeah. Transformers is definitely the very definition of an ensemble. I could get jiggy with that. I can get jiggy. Of course, I can get jiggy with that because it's fucking Transformers. Jesus.
You want to do Fant 4, or you want to leave it at an even number?
We can do another one. We can do another one.
Okay.
Let's see here. Here, let's wait, what is it?
Can we just count all of Skybound as one book? G.I. Joe Transformers Boy Ryan.
I mean, you could almost actually. You know what? I'm gonna throw another one in there. I'm gonna throw another wrinkle in there, and that's just because I've been actually playing a lot of catch up, and I'm glad that I have. Yeah. I'm gonna add JSA to that list.
Oh, you fucking bastard!
What I do?
I'm doing that shit. You gotta cut that out. You gotta cut that out.
What I do?
You doing that because what'd you see?
Not just as soon as I added it in. So.
Somebody said JSA. Yeah. No, because the reason you saying that shit is because Gavin is in here and you already know that he said that he was going to kill me in a book. So you trying not to have your life put in the ring? You not trying to see a black bald dude that's not getting saved by saying man and Hawkman at some point?
I don't want you to get got, Carter. I don't want you to get got.
Oh, he already said it's gonna happen to me. You just trying to make sure it don't happen to you. That's why you put JSA right there. That's why you did.
That's fair. You know what? Gavin actually reminds me. You know what? I do want to put Gale. Gale deserves to be on here. Gale deserves to be
Uncanny.
Yeah, Uncanny.
Right, cool. Nice even number. I'm fine with that. I'm not even number.
Nice even.
They didn't even wait for you to start this vote.
They just started voting. They're like, bam, I'm in. I love this shit. This is hilarious to me. I love watching these numbers.
You know what? You did not put Thundercats in there.
I did not actually. Well, I'm not gonna lie. So Thundercats, unfortunately, is not gonna make this list this year. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna hold you. Team and ensemble books this year. The race is tight because I would have loved to have put Silverhawks in as well, despite the fact that it just ended. Which makes me so sad because that book was really just starting to get going. I feel like, and
that's some good.
No, I mean
No, not you.
Oh, gotcha.
It's somebody that wants to participate and vote, but they haven't read any of the books, so they want somebody to tell them what Uncanny X-Men about, so they can vote.
Wait, Uncanny? What do you need? Uncanny? Okay, I'd have understood if they would have said the Power Fantasy or the Ultimates or Bitterroot, but Uncanny?
I'm not laughing at you, even though I'm laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the way you that was fun to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Okay, and I want to make something clear too. Man, I would love to put I would actually have loved for Jed MacKay and Evel Ewing's X-Men books to make the list, but at that point, that just would have been a list full of X-Men books.
No, you didn't. You don't like Jed MacKay.
No, that's fair. You know what?
Let me stop saying that because people gonna start taking that shit real serious.
They're gonna start being like,
they are real. They're gonna take that shit serious. I will never forget when I told him that Moon Knight omnibus was on sale. I hear y'all not gonna hear me type because of this mic, but I told him and I heard typing mid-sentence because he was already typing in the website and putting in his login information to get that Moon Knight immediately.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, let me keep it a buck. I mean, I love me some.
That boy got that shit so fast. Ooh, and speaking of, I didn't even tell you what I got.
Yeah.
I was able to find a friend of the channel, Declan Shalvey and Warren Ellis's Moon Knight. I found it.
Oh, did you find it at the shop?
No, other means. That was funny. Let me not say this. That sounds unnecessarily cryptic. That was the last thing I got on eBay. because I know a lot of you all earlier in the show we're talking about been there, Carter, whoop de whoop. Here's the thing with that. That's because you all have been doing eBay for several years. I just started doing eBay like
same
months ago. I'm new to the whole eBay thing. But yeah, I got the Warren Ellis, Declan Shalvey, Mr. Knight, that first Marvel Now arc. I ended up getting that. I did not get it from a dude on the corner. That's why I had to, because I don't know why I made it sound that goddamn cryptic.
It sounded kind of gross. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker acting like he was out here on the street. Like,
but no, that was, and I didn't, but that one, I didn't have to bid on it. I could have just got it right then. But so I was happy that I was able to get that one. Because other people were bidding on other Moon Knights and them prices were getting real crazy. That's why I like that I got Punisher now, because the price I was going to spend on eBay in that last bid for used and worn out trades was close to what I spent on getting the custom hardcover. And the Power Fantasy, I did not expect, even though we have praised that book, we have Blerd Caves dedicated to that book. Ernie has shorts on it. I have told people about that book. Looking at this voting right now, because again, I know you audiophiles can't say, well, know what? I don't have to say that shit anymore. You audiophiles can totally see this shit because we put videos on Spotify.
Yeah, we put videos on
I was not expecting the Power Fantasy to be leading as much as it is.
I actually didn't either. Okay, so you know what that tells me? That tells me that many of you actually went and fucking read it after we suggested it.
Yeah, I was not expecting Power Fantasy to be up there like that.
What that tells me.
I was not expecting the Ultimates to be so low.
I actually was not.
Ultimates and Justice and JLU being one in the same. That's a surprise.
Which man, I'm not gonna lie, it tells me a lot. It kind of doesn't at the same time. Like I'm a little. I have concerns actually about some of the. Because here's the thing. I read a lot of shit. Let me just keep it a buck. I read a lot of shit. Carter reads a lot of shit. We read a lot of shit that's both old and current, and all over the place. But what I kind of find hilarious about this is that, and I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy because it lets me know that y'all pay attention to what we say. But I always do find it interesting when books that I also really love and people don't fuck with them. And I'm not gonna lie. A lot of cases, I'm be honest with you. When someone tells me they don't I don't really fuck with this book or that book, I'm like, did you read it? Did you try and read it? Because I was like, it's good. It's real good. But person
I've seen say that.
What's that?
There's somebody saying it's basically JSA is much better than JLU. I heard that at my shop recently. And comment you just made about we read a lot of shit, we read a lot of old stuff. Sometimes I'm not gonna hold you. That does mess us up when talking about stuff on the Blerd Cave, because I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, because you're gonna see Ernie's reaction live. Do you know best team ensemble series just because I just now started reading it? Boy, do you know I almost put Black Hammer on this list?
I mean, Black Hammer got a book running right now currently.
I didn't even know that. I'm late to the party on Black Hammer, but goddamn, that book is good.
Yeah, no, Black Hammer is amazing. I mean, look, Black Hammer was basically a license to print money for Jeff Lemire, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, dude, Deck It Out just point out, and I'm actually glad that you brought this up because I wanted to come back to this. He said also it's hilarious that the other day you guys were talking about Power Fantasy. Global Comics updated the collection to issue 12. So yeah, because now it's so not every publisher does day and date right now. I think Dark Horse, IDW, DC, and Marvel do, but not every other publisher does. Like Image is kind of iffy on that. I think they actually do store first, and then like the week after or 2 weeks later, they'll do digital. But I'm telling y'all, man, Global Comics is the way.
Boy, y'all, they are already better than Amazon. And Gavin, it's actually funny you made that comment. about Carter's like, my favorite movie this year is The Godfather, because we were just talking about The Godfather before we started.
We were. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you. It's wild how we got there too. It's like we started talking about Bulworth first, and then we got to The Godfather somehow.
And The Godfather shit was only because. Okay, I'll tell you the story real quick, and then we can go ahead and finish up this vote because I don't.
I was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna close the polls. I'm gonna close the polls.
Okay,
polls are closed.
Like Ernie was talking about, man, it wouldn't be surprising if he brought this up on the fucking Nerds Culture at some point. But we were talking about the movie Bulworth, and then we started talking about the Godfather films only because of the memory I have with the Godfather films. And I think, well, let me not talk about other people's grandmothers, but my grandmother had a huge VHS collection, like a good 400 or 500 VHS tapes, and she had the Godfather box set as a VHS tapes. For a lot of you all that don't know what the fuck that is, it's 3 movies, but it's split into 6 VHS cassettes. And the memory I have with that movie is that my uncle recorded over one of the VHS tapes of Godfather 2. And I was coming home one day and I hear a belt hitting skin and screaming because my grandmother was beating the hell out of my uncle. That's why we were talking about The Godfather earlier today. That's my memory with that. Yeah, that was. It better have been. Yes, and it was like, I think it was the second VH. It was the second tape of The Godfather 2 he had recorded over the. Like I told Ernie, I think it was like a Monday Night Raw or it was some like random ass like TV show or some such shit. But I just remember just and hollering. And it was Busta Rhymes playing in the background because she was trying to turn the radio up so nobody heard the screams because he had his radio on. But yes, and you're muted, by the way.
Oh, my bad. I was coughing earlier, so I just was like, it's probably best I cover that up. No, so that said, okay, so real quick, what we're gonna do is we are going to hold on real quick. I got an idea. This is gonna make my life so much fucking easier. So we actually have a super chat that not a super chat. We have a where did it go? There it is. We have a Streamlabs super chat actually. Yeah, that's yeah, we got somebody got us over here on the Streamlabs side of things. Levessa the Samurai with the 20, the hot 20. He actually did you a favor. He said, yo, happy belated Born Day, Carter.
Thank you.
He added the penny just for you. Man, look,
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for that 20, Levester the Court Jester. Appreciate it, man.
Now I've already got the setup here.
Okay, cool.
So we're into best fantasy series. Now I want y'all to wait before you start voting because, I mean, technically you can change your vote, but all you gotta do is just vote for something else. But just know that if you vote for something else, it takes away your other vote. Just FYI, because there'll only be one vote per person. But that said, we have got what was it? Helen of Windhorn.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Tom King joint over at Dark Horse.
Yes,
which has been doing numbers. Mm-hmm. I would not be surprised if somewhere down the road that shit got turned into like a movie or a TV show or something. Would not be surprised. That's just how gangster that book has been doing right now.
Yeah, it would surprise me if that's what he did after Mr. Miracle. It would not surprise me at all.
100%. I would be very. I would be in, as a matter of fact. I want to add another. We got a couple more. That's actually quite a few, honestly, we can kind of add to this list. Because there's a lot of really good fantasy books out right now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add. This is actually one from Carter. Eat Your Young.
Yes.
We're also going to add Kill All Immortals to the list as well. Let's do that. And you know what? Man, there's so many other books that could really go in this category.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Skinbreaker Elite just because it's only 3 issues in, and we got to talk about
4.
Is it?
Yep.
4. Okay, but
it's 4 issues deep.
We have to talk about everything for the entire year, not that new hotness right now. You know what I'm saying?
Skinbreaker, I think, would be better suited in the new series category.
Yeah.
I would feel like, well, and the thing is, I mean, honestly, you know what? I could make a, actually, you know what? No, fuck that. I'll make an argument.
You might as well just keep typing the thing. People already voting.
Already off top. I would say, give me a moment. Give me a moment before you start voting. Because actually, I just realized something. Whenever I add something, it's gonna reset everything.
It's gonna reset it. Yeah. I just noticed that too.
I was gonna say, just wait.
So King Sham, just wait.
I'm also gonna say Absolute Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Should definitely be in this. Yeah, see, every time I add a new thing, it's gonna reset it. So yeah, y'all just hold up. Y'all gonna make me actually like quote Mel Gibson now. Jesus Christ.
See, that would be funny if Ernie. I don't think Ernie's gonna put it on there, but I love where your head's at. He said this is Ghost Pepperville. He was just waiting for you to put it on there.
You know what? I mean, you really want to keep. So you know what? Technically, I could make an argument for Ghost Pepper. I can make an argument for Ghost Pepper, 100%. I can make an argument for it. Monstrous, I can also make a case for Monstrous because I think it came back this year, and you have to type in the number that corresponds. Just not yet. So, like, if you want to vote, case in point, as someone just a moment ago voted for a Yanu Child of Wonder, all you have to do is just type 2 and hit enter. But if you type any number and hit enter, your vote is not going to count because we're not done adding stuff. And the second we add something else is going to reset the entire poll. So, no, sci-fi and fantasy, not the same. We have those separated because some books are hard sci-fi, some books are hard fantasy. I kind of want to keep the fantasy and the sci-fi, if that makes any sense. So, like, no, Void Rivals will not show up in this category. I could make a case for Bitter Root to be in this category, and some people don't know how to listen. Either that or someone who is behind us a little bit. But give us a moment. Give us a moment. Because I'm going to add another thing, and this shit's going to go right back to 0. So please. Actually, that's kind of nasty work, but it is actually true. It is actually true. Sci-fi and fantasy, they are separate but equal.
No mixing, right? Ernie?
Yeah, no mixing. Yeah, no, you got that right. No, there is no intergenre mingling. No intergenre mingling here. Even though technically sci-fi and fantasy kind of go hand in hand.
Yeah.
I have a very specific idea in mind. When I say sci-fi, I'm talking about like Void Rivals or like Transformers, Star Wars, the Star Trek red shirts. That's no. We'll talk about that later. We're not here for that yet.
Are we doing every nominee that we're doing?
We're gonna try to, but it won't.
It's gonna be a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna be a minute, but we're these next ones we're gonna kind of run right through. It's not. We're not gonna spend as much time on. But Dawn Runner would be sci-fi. Dawn Runner. What's that?
Dawn Runner.
Yeah, I believe so.
Dawn Runner wasn't this year, was it?
I got it this year. Actually no. Oh, so I tell you what, Dawn Runner started in October of last year, but the 5th, or no, wait, I think actually no, I think no, the 5th. Yeah, it was last year. That was last year. So technically, Dawn Runner can't make it. The books have to be active this year. I think the trade for Dawn Runner, came out.
Okay.
I think the trade for Dawn Runner came out this year, I believe. I could be
It's funny
wrong.
that it's funny that I saw somebody bring up Lost Fantasy being in best fantasy series, but I was somebody who almost told Ernie to possibly put that book on there, but I can't decide if I like the book or the covers. Because the variant covers they do for it are really, really cool.
Yeah. Oh, no. I got one. I got one. You talking just kind of, actually two just came to mind right there off top. There's going to be two that we're going to add. And I think, let's see, where are we at? 2, 4, 6. Honestly, I think we can stop after these. One is going to be a book that because I just recently have been running through this book. And another is one that has a book I read earlier that I know Carter just recently got through. There we go. Bam. That's it. That's the list. So we got Helen of Windhorn, Yanu, Child of Wonder, Eat Your Young, Kill All Immortals, Skin Breakers, Absolute Wonder Woman, as Carter likes to call this, Bug Wars, and we got The Moon is Following Us by Daniel Warren Johnson.
That's it. And The Last God, Smoke Kenobi, that is not this year. Last God was 2019, 2020.
Yeah.
I want to say.
You might have just found out
It's
about
good.
it.
Yeah, that's what that is. You just saw that hardcover somewhere, and it's a dope book from Philip Kennedy Johnson.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
It's not this year.
100%. And for those that are, I guess, you know what, I didn't do this for the previous ones, but I feel like in this category, I feel like I should almost maybe provide some context. So basically, I'll let you take first crack with Eat Your Young, if you would like to go in on the Eat Your Young series very quickly.
Man, it's a family that is immortal. They've lived hundreds of thousands of years, but there is one day, there's a very specific day, and things line up to where basically the mantle of being the top dog of the family is up for grabs. And what ends up happening is, to be top dog, you got to kill top dog. So what that means is you have a lot of kids that, you know what? Let's make the main character the Blerd Without Fear. Ernie been playing a no pullout game for a very long time, for hundreds and hundreds of years. And the reason Ernie can do that is because Ernie is a slut and he's immortal.
Damn. God damn.
But here's the thing. There's one day every couple of hundred years to where all them spawn that Ernie done the deed.
Oh, God.
They can now whoop Ernie to become top dog and be immortal forever. Everybody else, mortal.
Right.
So now you're gonna have a situation of siblings trying to kill each other so that they can kill the pappy, so that they can forever be immortal, while their other siblings are stuck as humans.
Yes, that is correct. That is Eat Your Young. In a what I feel is in a nutshell. Eat Your Young's a pretty fun book. And I think if I remember correctly, I believe issue 4 just came out this week.
Issue 4, yes, it's just.
Yeah.
I really want people to pick that book up, because you all have heard Ernie praise books a lot. You've heard me praise books a lot. So this is one of them, because, like, case in point, Ernie did it with Ghost Pepper. So I'm doing it with Eat Your Young right now, just because this is clearly a very selfish fucking reason. I really want that book to do well so that we get more of that book, just because of the conversation I had with Brian at LA Comic-Con when it pertained to another book of his that I really, really enjoyed that was in the Blerd Awards last year. I think it was last year, was an Image series called Midlife, How to Hero at 50. That was a damn good book with Simone Demio on art, I think is her name. She's done some Power Ranger stuff. She did the recent Age of Apocalypse thing. Oh, excuse me.
I don't think it's actually even Simone. I think I remember Gavin tell us more. I think it's Simone or something like that. Probably.
Okay,
yeah. Maybe.
You've seen their art. You've seen their art with like Age of Apocalypse stuff. You've seen their art on early Power Ranger stuff. So the reason I'm bringing that up is because that was a really great story, but didn't really get the sales that it needed to continue. So that's a one and done, even if you find the trade somewhere. And it said Simone DeMaio. Yeah. Oh, okay. Appreciate that, Gavin.
I remembered the first part from before. I think when his name came up, because it's like because I for the longest time just thought I was like, oh, Simone. I was like, this was a woman. And then like one day I was, for whatever reason, I forget how it happened, I was actually looking up We Only Find Them When They're Dead. Which he provided art for, and when I was looking up some stuff for it, I was like, "Who's this dude?" And I was like, it's the artist." I was like, "Oh." I was like, now the name makes sense. Now I was like, it made sense. I was like, very, 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 very Italian. But yes. I'm gonna kind of say this. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm just gonna say that was a book that should have went longer, but did not. Eat Your Young is a book that absolutely should go longer. So please read that book. Global Comics, LCSs, Amazon Kindles, however you can read that book. It is a real good one. But go ahead.
I was gonna say I kind of threw in my hat for a few different books, but Helen of Windhorn is one that I think everybody probably should be reading, especially if you're one of those people who really liked Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Like, if you liked that book a lot, if you loved that book a lot, well, it's pretty much the exact same fucking creative team.
I didn't realize you liked that book so much, because he totally had that book at his booth to get signed. I totally could have just got you I totally could have just got you the book.
Oh man, I wish I'd have known. Well,
because I didn't know he did that. I knew about Helen of Windhorn. I didn't know Tom King did it. That and Dog Pound, or Animal Pound, excuse me.
Yeah, Animal Pound.
I didn't know he did those.
Yeah, but that's Tom.
They were totally there for the autograph.
And this is why I always tell people, y'all need to leave Tom King alone, talk about how he don't know how to write, that he's not a good writer, because it tells me that you're only reading one thing by Tom King and not his other stuff, because Tom King writes a lot of shit. And it's kind of the same for a lot of writers. I always see people say, oh, so-and-so can't write, so-and-so can't write. And I'd be like, well, what have you read of theirs? And they always name one thing.
Yep.
They don't ever talk about any of the other shit the motherfucker's done, entire body of work that's absolutely, positively, unequivocally, and objectively fire. They don't ever bring that shit up.
It happened with Jason Aaron.
Same.
So there was another YouTube channel. I'm not going to name them because I don't want y'all going over there. Well, no, it wasn't bad. But they interviewed Jason Aaron in regards to Thundar. And one of the first comments I saw that I commented on was that all he does is horribly write characters and make them down bad for no reason. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. I don't want to see that for Thundar. And I'm just like, I love seeing bad comic takes. So it's just because they're reading that one thing and then they're just judging every other thing that this person does on that one thing. And then when I called them out on it, they said that no one should listen to me because apparently I'm a 12-year-old girl if I'm reading Disney villains books from Dynamite, and I'm a company shield like Ernie. We both work for Marvel. Did you know it?
Ain't that some shit?
You know it?
I hate it here. I swear to God. But no, I threw in my hat for Helen of Windhorn largely because it's a really interesting story that Tom King put together that kind of similar to Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow highlights someone kind of being thrust into a scenario where everything that they thought they knew maybe wasn't exactly how they thought it was. I don't want to say too much about it, but just know the whole point of the book is that Helen of Windhorn, basically the family patriarch bites it. That's not a spoiler. And when Helen kind of returns to returns home, as affairs are being settled and things are being addressed in the wake of all this, she learns that everything she thought was just made up bullshit that her dad used to tell her was actually real. that the shit that she kind of wrote off as not being entirely of merit is actually very, 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 very of merit. But yes, this book is fantastic. And once again, if you loved Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, you'll love this too. It's very much not the exact same energy, but very similar energy. And I will also say, I know a lot of people probably don't know about this other book that I'm going to mention, because I think Carter just recently kind of jumped on it as well. The Moon is following us, a very, very good story by Daniel Warren Johnson. And this is actually one where, Daniel, I could tell this story came from a very personal place for him. But basically this is a story where, two parents, suddenly find that their child has fallen asleep and she won't wake up. And this kind of delves a little bit into the sci-fi territory, but the reason why I decided to put it in fantasy is because of where the story primarily takes place. Yeah. This is basically an isekai almost. But like basically the parents have to dive into their child's imagination using technology. And basically they find themselves trapped. Well, not really trapped, because they can get out whenever they want, but like their child is trapped, therefore they're trapped because they're not wanting to leave until they can get her back. They have to dive into their child's imagination and both team up with and fight against the creatures that exist in her mind as a part of her imagination. Things that like exist in the real world, like her favorite toys, or maybe the things that scare the shit out of her. And the parents have to try and navigate this world. And it's a very fantasy driven world because, once again, it's a child's imagination.
There's one trade out for it right now. I think the second one is going to be coming out in like the next few weeks, like the next 2 or 3 weeks, maybe.
Yes.
I was not expecting this book to hit like it did, even though Ernie did like big this book up a lot, and it is Daniel Warren Johnson. I had just finished reading Extremity at the time, and I didn't. The ending kind of bugged me, but then I read The Moon is Following Us, and it got me like at go. So I cannot wait to get that second trade. I cannot wait to see how this ends. I have messaged Ernie plenty of times in regards to this book about certain shit that happens, and he just cracks up and just said, and he's doing that thing that a lot of people, I guarantee you all y'all friends do this shit. You want to ask them something, but you don't want them to spoil the thing. You just want a yes or no kind of answer. And then they hit you with this stupid shit right here. Just wait. Ernie hit me with one of them. I was fucking furious. But I do want to see what's going to happen. Oh, you'll see. They don't even hit you. Just wait. Just wait. But yeah, Moon is Following Us is a good
it's a very good book. It's very like, and I was very sad that not as many people were really fucking with it the way that I kind of felt maybe they should. But I will say, what do we got here? We've got I think we're actually in a pretty good spot right now here. We can close these polls up for this one. Poll is closed. Poll's closed. And this one, I'm going to kind of be rolling the dice a little bit with a couple of things. Because, some of these did get some pretty close votes here. But that said, we can now, as I just said, the whole separate but equal. We're about to revisit that. Because, where did it go? Here it is. Bam. Love to see it. We are now going to be jumping into best science fiction. Science fiction. Double feature. Okay, so now we have okay, so we're gonna close this out. Science fiction is gonna be okay. So here's the thing. You know how I said some of these could kind of be both? Like there are a couple that I'm willing to be like, you know what? it can kind of be both. Well, there you go. You now see why. The Moon is Following Us is one of those books. It's technically both. It is a science fiction. It is technically a fantasy. Void Rivals, obviously, getting the nod. Saga, some of you probably didn't remember Saga was back. Also getting the nod. The Rockefellers, also getting the nod. I think Transformers is kind of a shoo-in. Once again, y'all, be careful, because we're still adding. And you know what? I'm also gonna throw in Silverhawks, because that is the very definition of sci-fi. It's basically sci-fi untouchables. Go figure. Ghost Pepper is most certainly going in, because that's super sci-fi. So sci-fi that I wouldn't even know what the fuck else to call it. Let's see, what are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah. And you know what? And this, honestly, Bitterroot, The Next Movement, also sci-fi. It actually kind of delves into some science fiction elements. 100%. Like I said, there's a lot. Honestly, there's so many sci-fi books right now, and honestly, man, I was actually kind of going back and thinking over some. Man, there are so many books that honestly could have fell in this category. Like, even though I know, like, we all kind of fell off. Well, I don't say we all. I don't want to speak for everybody. I know I fell off of Radiant Black for a little bit up until recently. Now that that nasty-ass Catalyst War is over, I'm actually quite happy to be reading it again. It's not the confusing, hot mess. I won't even say it was confusing. It wasn't Radiant Black Catalyst War was confusing. It was just unnecessary. Yeah. Like, it's like, this is what happens when you try to please too many masters. You try and please too many masters, you end up pleasing no one. I wasn't a huge fan of that. But once they actually wrap that shit up, you know what it is? It's funny. They actually pulled an Al Ewing with Catalyst War. And what I mean by that is, remember how when Ten of Swords came out and we were all kind of like, okay, that was an event that happened. And then Al Ewing came along and started writing X-Men Red, and he made more sense out of some of the shit that happened in Ten of Swords than Ten of Swords itself actually made. That's kind of how I feel about post-Catalyst War Radiant Black, is that now that the Catalyst War is over, the fallout of the Catalyst War has become that much more interesting than what the Catalyst War ever could have hoped to have been, if that makes any sense.
Do you want people to start voting now?
Not really, but you know what? Cool. I will say, because science fiction was such a big category, I do kind of have to add more than what we probably normally would have. I apologize. This was going to be kind of a long one because there was an absolute buttload of...
I see what you did there, you horrible, horrible little man. I see what I do.
There. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So here, I'm going to do this, and here, just give me uno momento, por favor. I'm going to... Okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm not going to do a goddamn thing. Here we go. I'm going to try and shrink this down a little bit. So, nope, don't do that. Not trying to touch that. Not that. That. Thank you. Okay, it's going to be a little scrunched, but yeah. This is because we have so many. Oh shit. Actually, you know what? Here, I actually got to mess with something. Give me uno momento, por favor. Let me... Can I edit this? Yes, I can.
Department of Truth as a sci-fi or horror or crime. How about confusing? How about that? Honestly, how about you know what? Not confusing. That would be untrue. Head scratcher. We'll say that. That's better.
It is very much a head scratcher. I tell you what, I would love to put it in somewhere, but I think I have a better place for it than
Department of Truth is one of those books where you cannot be
one of these actually got
nodding off.
There you go. Okay, now y'all can vote. Okay, I forgot to put a comma between Bitterroot and Space Ghost. So there you go.
Gotcha.
But yes, this is the thing. So yeah, we got cast your votes. All you got to do is type in the number of the comic, the corresponding comic. Some of these I feel like need no introduction. I'm not going to give an introduction to Silverhawks. I think everyone here, if you are at least half as old as I am, you should know what it is. I would say, we just talked about The Moon is Following Us. I guess probably, I think most people. I don't want to draw that assumption. I feel like most people should know what Saga is by now. It's been running long enough. I think it's issue 70 something, almost 80 something now. Isn't it? So, but yeah, for those who don't know, Saga is basically a story. It's a sci-fi epic. It's actually like really a space opera. In the vein of things like Star Wars and so on and so forth, but basically revolving around two parents and their daughter that should not have been. That's basically it's two different species who are supposedly not supposed to be able to procreate, and they do. They procreate like a motherfucker and have a child named Hazel, who is just sweet little. Well, I don't want to say sweet. Sometimes sweet. Young girl. And the shenanigans that happen in an entire intergalactic war that kicks off in the wake of such. It is one of those series that, like, I'm gonna say, like, this is a series I always refer to as. You ain't never making this into a TV show or a movie. Ever. There's no way. You cannot convince me. And while, yes, I am showing chapter 1, this is the very first issue that came out like in 2012, the book is still running right now. Like it's what was the most recent issue of this book? Was it like 76? Was it 78 or something?
I thought it was 75. I might be tripping.
You might be right. You might be right. You may be 100% correct right there. You may be 100% correct.
I was super wrong. Super wrong. 72.
Oh, okay. So I overshot like a motherfucker. Well, if it was the Price is Right,
they're on one of their patented breaks that take fucking ages. That's why it's been out since 2012.
Yeah, that though I will say, I do appreciate that they take breaks. Actually, with the benefit of hindsight, I do appreciate they take breaks, because one of the things and the reason why this book, why it always takes so long for it to come out, is because the way they do it, they make it so that they are the only ones who work on the book. Brian K. Vaughan, Fiona Staples, they basically said, we don't want anyone else working on the book. It's our story. We don't want to do a thing where it's like, oh, well, for 5 issues, someone comes in here, or for 20 issues, someone comes in there. Like, no, we want the story to be our story. So, not to mention, when I actually learned how Fiona comes up with those backgrounds, she good. She take her sweet time. She good.
The
Take your time, baby girl.
The Rockefellers is one that I started when I met Peter Tomasi at Comic-Con, when we were having a conversation about some of the stuff that he didn't really get jiggy with when he was dealing with DC editors and everything that. Oh,
yeah.
Everything that he was having to deal with, he doesn't have to deal with at Image, and he's really having fun with the Rockefellers. It's basically. If you've been wondering where Peter Tomasi been, he's been over at Ghost Machine and with Image and just doing his thing. But it's Francis Manapul on art. If you've read The Flash, you have seen a lot of that brother's art with Brian Bucalato. But think Lost in Space, but instead of being lost in space, it's going from it's the family from Lost in Space, but they're going to the 21st century because they're trying to do what they can to basically protect their reality and their time, but they got to go to the past to do that. It's a really fun book, and it actually reminds me I need to watch that Netflix Lost in Space that Captain Flint is on, because I didn't watch that one.
Oh, the reboot of Lost in Space. Yeah, I like it.
I just knew Captain Flint was on it, so I wanted to watch it.
Yeah, no, same. I see Captain Flint, I watch. I'm sad if I see Captain Flint. So for me, it was going back to one of these. I'm not going to rehash Ghost Pepper because obviously we've talked about it before. Here's one I will, because I feel like this is a book we don't actually ever really talk about on the show, and that is Void Rivals, which is still running to this very fucking day. Void Rivals is, for those who don't know, it is set in the Energon universe. This is a story that is supplemental to the, and here, just to show you that I'm not bullshitting, there's a whole ass hot rod right there.
Void Rivals is the reason you all got an Energon universe.
Yes, it's like, because basically what's going on here is that while yes, there's the war between the Autobots and the Decepticons, Void Rivals kind of splits the difference between Transformers and G.I. Joe. And what I mean by that is that while yes, early on it was kind of more skewed towards Transformers, you started seeing characters like Hot Rod and Springer, Jetfire, Shockwave. They would pop up some very briefly, others for a little bit more. Skugzoid is a whole thing over there as well as the Quintessons and whatnot. The Quintessons actually loom large over the entire book, but basically it kind of all kicked off with an enemy mine situation where two characters from rival species wound up stranded on the same planet together, and these are species, the Agorians and the Zertonians. They don't like each other. They have this like 1,000-year blood feud deal type shit going on, and these two aliens realize, wait a minute, we're actually the same. Because they wear like they like whenever they go out and about, they have to wear like these space suits. Masks. Yeah, basically, like looking like they in Daft Punk or some shit. And basically they discover, wait a minute, we are the same people. I thought that like you guys were completely different from us. No, we're actually the same. And they realize that their entire blood feud is based on bullshit. And that's basically the premise of the story, and also how their fate is tied to that of the ancient history of the Transformers. And not only the Transformers, G.I. Joe is also a part of this universe, because once again, it's Energon universe, but the actual Cobra cult, not the organization, the cult is actually a part of this story as well. Some of you might remember characters, like Globulus from the G.I. Joe movie. And what was the other girl, the girl's name? Pythona? Was it Pythona?
I believe so.
Yeah, Pythona. She is also in this series as well, because Cobra La, that's the cult version of it, they discovered that Megatron was a thing in the Transformer series and in the Cobra Commander series. Globulus and Cobra La, they don't like anything that is inorganic, so they find the existence of inorganic creatures as an affront to their existence, so that's why they go out into space and try and hunt down the Transformers out there, and that's how they wind up getting drug into the Void Rivals of it all. This is how you can see here. That's where Pythona shows up. Yeah, Cobra. God, I hate that shit. But I love it too at the same time. That said, yes. There you go. I feel like that's an. I'm gonna let that one kind of sit. Because I feel like we spent a good enough time talking about some of these books, and I'll also say too, probably expect us. We're not going to do all of these today. We're going to save some of them for the next week, and then we'll kind of come back. We'll revisit. It's not all going to be it actually makes it easier too, so we won't have to struggle to figure out what we're doing. That said, polls are closed. It's closed. So let's see. I love how Transformers out here holding it down. God damn. Was not expecting that. That is not a bad that is a pleasant surprise. I'm proud of some of y'all. I'm actually proud of some of y'all. Mm-hmm. Yes, I am. Also, I love the love that Bitterroot is getting in these polls.
Mm-hmm.
Love to see it. Actually, there was another book I wanted to add, but because of the fact that it hasn't had as many issues out just yet, I couldn't add it in good faith. So that is I wanted to add temporal to this list, but I think as of this moment, I think it only has like 2 or 3 issues out. So I won't. So that one would have to go somewhere else. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, and then yep. What's this right here? Oh, cut that off. Before it starts making noise. Okay, cool, got it. So let's see here. This one, I think this one can be pretty easy because I don't really know a whole heap of a lot of books that kind of fall into this exact specific category. So Carter, our next one is gonna be the funny books.
Okay.
The books that were funny. The books that were funny in 2025.
You know what was? I'll tell you something. When trying to figure this out, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I myself realized, like, damn, I read a lot of serious stuff.
Yeah, I was kind of I was in the same boat actually. So it actually took me a while to figure out what the fuck books to put in there. So that's why we got the Powerpuff Girls that pops up here. Also, you're gonna see it twice because we also have Thundercats cross Powerpuff.
That's what it is. You realize that everything that you've been reading is so like serious or political intrigue or horror or something like that, that you miss the lighthearted stuff like this. Or I know a lot of you all, and it's not a bad thing that you don't mean
not at all.
You don't mean to do this, but when you see like a Powerpuff Girls or a Thundercats and Powerpuff Girls or a Teen Titans Go or something like that, almost kind of put it to the side and say you almost kind of put it to the side and say that's for the kids, just because you've been stuck on reading this more serious stuff for so long that you forget to just laugh every so often, to open up a Powerpuff Girls and in your head hear the dude go in the city of Townsville. So you don't mean to do it, but you gotta split off for a minute. You gotta take a break from everything.
It needs to be said. It actually does need to be said that these books are sorely needed, because even some of the books you would expect to be kind of like lighthearted, some of them are not particularly lighthearted. I know some of y'all probably went to Blue Falcon and Dino Mutt and thought it was going to be like kind of like the old. No, that book serious as a heart attack. That motherfucker look at you dead in your eye like Samuel L. Jackson in Black Snake Moan, staring you down. I will say, you know what? Darkwing Duck, I think, should make the list. Actually, no, wait. Did that come out?
No, Big Dog. But I love Powerpuff Girls. I'm not going to walk out the store with one. I think that says more about you and worrying about how other people are going to perceive you, as opposed to just reading something that you like.
Yeah, I would not worry.
You got to figure out, Big Dog.
Yeah, I personally, I wouldn't worry about that. That would, Darkwing Duck was this year. This year. So I knew like they had a book before, but they had relaunched, and I couldn't remember if the relaunch was last year or, which is kind of funny because I literally talked to Daniel Kibblesmith about it. Well, and here's the thing too. To kind of really hammer it home. Comic book comedic comics. They're hard to come by. Like, and when I mean like actual comedic comic book series, they are very difficult to come by. They don't. I tell you what, one that will get thrown in here, and this is one I don't expect many people to actually remember or be thinking about, the Santos sisters. Also, a comedy series. I actually got, I remember we talked about it kind of briefly, like a little ways back, and I picked this up, and don't mind my bookmark. But yeah, I picked this up. This book is funny as fuck. It is funny as fuck. It's basically an Archie comic. We talked about this before. I think we were talking about the Eisners. Yeah, this book, it is an Archie comic through and through, but with two Latinas who are sisters, as the title, the Santos sisters would imply. And basically their shenanigans, and it's not the thing about the Santos sisters where I think your mileage is going to vary, it's not a straight through story. It's a collection of stories, and each story is maybe 3, 4, 5 pages, kind of like old Archie books. And basically they, it could be something as simple as them chasing down a bad guy, and one of the bad guys getting away, and then one of the other sisters has to go do this. I think one of the stories that made me laugh the most, there's one where they're chasing these water-themed villains on jet skis, and one of the sisters' jet ski breaks down. So the other sister has to go against the two bad guys solo dolo. Well, we don't follow the sister following the bad guys. We end up sticking with the sister whose jet ski is broken. And this dolphin pulls up on her and is like, hey, what you doing out here? And then she's like, yeah, my jet ski broke down. He's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I'm really not supposed to be talking to you because we have a whole treaty. There's a whole oceanic underwater treaty where we dolphins are not supposed to let you humans know that we can talk to you. And then she's like, oh, okay, cool. And then the dolphin just keeps talking. It's like he keeps telling her that he can't talk to her, but he keeps saying shit to her. And she's just like, yeah. No, okay, all right.
See, this goes back to what somebody's point earlier. They were saying that comedy in comics is so hard to land correctly.
Yes.
And what you just described, and I mean this, I don't mean this negatively. It sounds so damn dumb that it works.
Yeah. Well, no,
it totally works.
It's even better how it plays out because the dolphin sits there long enough. The dolphin starts saying real talk. It goes beyond just he starts giving valid information about how how humans need to run their political systems and have healthcare and jobs and blah blah blah, and she starts ignoring the motherfucker and he ends up getting caught by dolphin snatchers. It ends on a down note, but it's like, oh shit, that's crazy. But no, it's good shit. It's good shit. That's just one of the stories. There's even one about how one chick just says an offhand comment about one, she wishes she could eat her own ass. There you go. There's that. Here, yeah, there you go. There you go. It is what it is. Anyway, moving on. But yes, that said, we can go back to this. Y'all may start, I guess, you know what? When did Negaduck come out? Because I think Negaduck was last year. I'm almost positive it was last year. I'm almost positive. I would like to be proven wrong, but it was last year. Negaduck was last year. Let's see here. But yeah, what is Santos Sisters about?
Let's move on.
Santos Sisters is about two sisters who have magic powers and do superheroing together. And it's basically drawn in the style of an Archie comic.
That's what I'm saying. First Sunstone, not fucking Santos Sisters. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you?
I don't know, man. There's something not right with me. That boy not right. You know what? I will also say, man, you know what? Oh, duh. You know what? Carter's going to hate me for adding this, but yeah, Carter's going to hate me for this one because technically it's in there.
Hey, don't say something about somebody trying to eat their own ass, then say it's in there. What are you typing out, dog? What are you about to add?
No, I added Harley.
No, this doesn't make me mad.
Well, no,
it probably might make other people mad because of the DCKO of it all, or the that one story in Batman Deadpool. They probably just skipped right the fuck over. But no, this don't make me mad.
You know they did. Man. Lord, you know that they did. Oh my God. That is, man, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I have much more than that.
Okay.
I don't think I have much more than that. That's, oh, no. Well, nah. Can't add that one. That's not really a funny book. Admittedly, not a funny book. Yeah, I think that's it. Those are all the ones I can really think of right now. That is fair. I would not ask anyone to vote if they did not read any of these books, which if they haven't, well, then...
Do what somebody else did earlier. Just start asking motherfuckers in the chat to put y'all on game about the book so y'all can vote for it.
But if no one's going to vote on it, we're going to move on. Whoop, Darkwing Duck. There you go. Let's see here. Because I actually didn't even think of. Here we go.
Justice League, Sonic. I did not finish that. I totally forgot to finish
that. Did that come out this year?
Yes.
It did?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I did not read that. For some reason, I felt...
That nigga said, oh, word?
Wow, shit, that did come out this year. God damn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
God. Bruh, that shit came out in March. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. That's crazy, man. In this economy? Shit. Can't make this shit up. Can't make it up. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. Man, okay. All right. I see this list. Darkwing Duck. I love how Darkwing Duck is holding it down.
Yeah.
He said, no, we get dangerous. He said, we stay dangerous. If you stay dangerous, you ain't got to get dangerous. There you go. That's what that is. You know what almost could? What almost could have probably made the comedy route?
What's that?
If it wasn't so nasty at points, is Escape the Dead Zone. That book is kind of low-key funny sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except for the Glass Eater. Glass Eater, I'm still kind of... Glass Eater is a learn to love situation. But yeah.
Gavin, you know what? I'm actually surprised you didn't try to do like an art story or a piece in the Sonic Justice League of it. He said he's hyped because his son loves Sonic, so this might help him get over into DC. See, you just trying to goad him into reading some shit you did. You fucking comic parents. I can't wait till Ernie ass do it at some point.
Oh, shit.
Baby, let me tell you about this little story.
I forgot about X Factor because it was totally a comedy.
You know why you forgot about X Factor? Because everybody forgot about X Factor because it got canceled.
True. Also, damn, dude. Man, way to.
I don't think X Factor was supposed to be a comedy. You were supposed to take that shit as serious as hard.
No. It was meant to be a comedy. Like that book had way too many fucking jokes in it to not be a fucking comedy. Okay, y'all are gonna be annoyed. Y'all are gonna be annoyed with me, but I do have to. See, this is why I wanted to do this because I knew that this was gonna happen. I knew. So all right, y'all, render your votes again because technically I had to reset it. I apologize. X Factor, yeah, because okay. So the reason why I say. Yeah, it was intentional because if I remember correctly, because basically what they were doing the whole time with the wraparound jokes, the whole thing they did with with Havoc and how he was basically like getting roped into shit and the whole what was this Zyber, however the fuck you say his fucking name, that weirdo. Yeah, that was very much a comedy series. Also the meta, the way how meta they were about it, where they like, what was it? Who was the one, This is the one that will forever stick out to me. And I don't know if you'll remember this, Carter. But here, let me move this. I'm gonna move this out of the way just briefly. But you remember this scene right here where dude got the car, was like, "Hey man, it's Beast. It's Beast." And then dude transformed back. And everybody like, oh. Like everybody like, huh? Oh man, I thought it was gonna be like real Beast.
You know what that reminded me of? Some of you all, if you watch The Simpsons heavily, there are moments where somebody would like say something and they're being serious, or moments like that.
Yeah,
it would just be dead silent, and then you just hear that random. You just hear that random call. That shit used to get me every time, bro. That shit used to kill me every time.
Oh my god! No, it always makes me like, it always makes me go to like the SpongeBob of it, like when dude transformed from Beast to be himself, and just like, oh brother, this guy stinks. I'm sorry. I'm a child. I'm a child. Oh, speaking of, dude, you want to know the most confusing, most schizophrenic, I don't say schizophrenic, but probably the most bipolar coming attractions I've ever bared witness to in my entire life was last night.
What is that?
Sirs is really into Five Nights at Freddy's. So I took them to go see Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Okay.
And even Sirs was kind of like pointing out how bipolar the coming attractions were, because one minute they were showing, what's that new movie that's supposed to be coming out called Primate, where the folks got the monkey and they got like a pet monkey, and the
monkey just snapped.
Yeah, the monkey snapped and started trying to kill him. So they played that trailer.
Oh, that's dumb. That looks so fucking stupid. Oh,
and immediately after, they played the trailer for the new SpongeBob movie. And then they played a trailer for another horror movie, and then they played a trailer for Super Mario Galaxy.
Jeez.
It was just like boom, boom. And like Sirs kind of looked at me and was like, that trailer's random. And I explained it to them. They understood why, but it was just like, it was still kind of weird. But no, I will say though, the reason why I'm actually anxious to see Primate is because I have a very soft spot in my heart for animals, like when animals attack style horror movies. Mm-hmm. And one of my favorite movies from back in the 80s is a little movie called Shockma. A lot of y'all probably don't know what that is. It's an old 80s movie where these college kids, they're basically playing a LARP. They're playing like a D&D LARP.
Yeah.
In their college building, and they have a monkey. I think it was like a baboon or something that like was that they were doing experiments on. And they thought that they had put the ape down, but someone used the wrong syringe, and they just sedated him. And when the ape wakes up, the ape goes crazy and starts killing everybody. And it's fucking hilarious. It is so unintentionally funny. It's amazing. I love it. Anyway, that said, we are closing the polls. The polls have ended. It's done. What will be? All
right, what we got next?
So next, this one I think might be a little bit more simple, because this is or I don't know, maybe some people might put us on game and make me realize that a category is bigger than what the fuck I thought it was. So we have got, it's gonna be crime. Best crime. Now, crime can be different things. It can be different things. Crime can just as easily be like gangsters and mobsters. It can also just as easily be serial killers and whatever. So here, let's do this. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the ones that you and I threw up first. This is probably going to be a no-brainer. There's the first one. Because that came back. There's one you put up. The voice said kill.
Yes, that is a Cy Spurrier crime book from Image, 4 issues long. It's not a long one, so, but it was a good one. It was good.
Yeah.
After reading Suicide Squad Blaze from Black Label, I was back on my Cy Spurrier kick again. So yeah, I was happy to see that book was a thing.
I was trying to think of like in this one, like I said, this one's probably going to be a pretty easy one because, like I said, man, I'm thinking about it as I was kind of going through the list. Not as many, not as many were coming to mind. I'm also going to add this one here, Minor Threats, The Last Devil Alive. Technically, it's technically a superhero book, but it's also about the villains. So, and it does directly deal with crime. So there you go. Let's see here. Wait. When did The Knives come out? Did The Knives come out this year? I thought that came out. Or wait. Or is that the new one? Is that the new one that just dropped? Yes, that is the new one. Yeah, The Knives.
Knives is the new one, and then they just did the giant size new number 1 criminal.
Which is crazy.
That's next on my list to start, actually. Because I haven't read any of Criminal.
Really?
Yep, that is on the to-do list. That is absolutely on the to-do list.
I thought you had, dude. Okay, now that I know that, you've put me on game because I had read. I have read almost the entire run of Criminal, minus some of the more recent. It's good.
Never at my shop. It is always.
I can tell you where it always is.
Oh, here we go.
Here,
you actually caught me off guard with that one. That was an unintentional. Normally, I'm the one that does the damn segue. That was a good one. That was actually a good one. That caught me off guard. Okay.
Criminal is on Global Comics. That's how I read it. Actually, how I read half of it. I'd actually read some of it before, but like how I actually read beyond what is available. And what's so cool about it is that like it's all very interconnected. One thing that did kind of, this is one thing I think, I don't know if you will feel the same way about this I did when I was first reading it. When you get to the end of that first book and then you get to the next one, for a minute I was really confused. It's like, wait a minute. I was like, when the fuck does this take place? Because the way the last one ended, I'm like, how do you move on from that part? It's like,
There's a book 2 people just brought up.
Oh, Out of
Alcatraz. I did not realize that was this year because I read that book.
Yeah, Out of Alcatraz. So, and this is why I always say it's good to do this because sometimes we forget about books. Like you read enough books.
I forgot about that book.
Yeah, Out of Alcatraz was actually, literally not that long ago. But like, here, let's add that. And I think, honestly, bar that, you know what? I can make a case for They Choose Violence because technically that is crime.
Yeah.
They are whole ass committing crimes.
Yeah. And I would love to try to, who do you all think put Sam and Twitch case files on this list? Because if y'all just immediately say it's Spawn, Carter, it was probably you. You'd be right, and I don't respect you for just immediately assuming it was me. But yeah, Sam and Twitch case files is actually really, really good for all of you all. Let me calm y'all nerves right now. Let me make you all get some weight lifted off your shoulders. It is not done by Todd McFarlane.
No, it is not.
Not all of it. He's there to oversee some things, but this is just another creator that's getting left to their own devices. Sam and Twitch is really, really good. Really good right now. Really good.
Honestly, and I think that's par for the course for just about anything. Like, yeah, if you're worried that, like, did Todd McFarlane write this? He's good. It's kind of like with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You're always going to see Kevin Eastman just about in some of the, like writer or, like, story credits because it's usually based on shit he did. So you kind of have to, like, yeah. That said, Some of these, oh man, hold. Let me see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like if there's is there anything else?
Nothing I can think of.
Someone I see someone just brought up Dust to Dust. I actually okay, so that is one I
Never
have
heard of
not read. Well, it's an image book. If it's the one I'm thinking about, and it's currently still running, to my understanding. I think they just dropped 6. Yeah, I think 6 was just probably one of the more recent ones. Good as Dead. That's dude, shit. Yeah, that might be another one. That might be another. Let me see. Let me double check myself. Yeah, that is kind of technically. Dude, yeah. Let's see here. Where are we at? Let's see. Was it 2,
7.
4, 6, 7? Ooh, man. Good thing Cersei didn't hear that. What?
I still don't know what the hell that stuff means.
No one does. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I'll add this one because you know what? Technically, it is crime. So there we go. There are your entries for best crime series. And yeah. We'll do one last one, and then we'll save the others for next week. We'll actually probably be doing these leading up to the Blerd Awards, honestly. I could see. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm actually having a lot of fun with this, so we can probably, yeah. So if y'all want, go ahead, vote away. May your votes begin. But yeah, for those, where did my book go? Here it is. It's over here. This one, the one that I added last, Temporal. This is a book by Stephanie Williams. It's a really interesting premise because here I'll just for
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll just say this much.
Did you mean to get the one? Did you mean to take the one?
You know what? Yeah, let me.
Switch.
No. I'm just gonna do this one.
Okay.
But basically, this is a book about a black woman who comes from a future where time travel is a thing. And she kind of pulls what I think is a really interesting move. She and her, at the time, about to be boyfriend, they go back in time and they steal shit. And they bring it back to the future and they basically like sell it to people on the black market.
Okay.
That's a nice way to put what they do. But this book basically picks up where it doesn't focus on that aspect of it. It then jumps into the further to the future where they are now married. They're now married and they have a child, and it's a child's 10th birthday, and he wants this video game console that was made long ago. They don't make them anymore, obviously. It's some shit from like back in like the 90s, I think the 80s or 90s. And they're not able, because you know, this is the other part of it. The mom and the dad, they're out the game. They don't do they don't do the future past thievery, Back to the Future shenanigans anymore. They've gone legit. So she can't get him an authentic game console like he wants. So she gets him a knockoff, and she sees how disappointed her baby is when he opens that present in front of his friends. He's so excited, like, oh my God, you got it. You got me the thing. And then he's like, oh, it's a replica. And she sees how deflated he is. So then she decides, you know what? I can't stand seeing my baby disappointed on his 10th birthday. So she says, you know what? In ways that I think only John Wick could properly convey.
Okay.
She basically says, I'm thinking I'm back. I'm back. God damn it. Yeah. And she goes back into the fray, but in doing so, she opens up a new can of worms with people who also work in the same, time travel, thievery, shenanigans. She's gotten the attention of some people she probably didn't need to get the attention of. But yeah, that's temporal. That is temporal in a nutshell, more or less.
I'm gonna go back in time and steal this shit right here and bring it back to the future so I can take it to this Cash America pawn, baby.
That it's kind of wild because like the way she literally goes back to the like when she goes back, she's in a mall. Man. Like you can see like the fucking GameStop and the fucking TCBY and all sorts of bullshit. Be like, what the fuck?
Come on, man.
I love it. It's a good series. Stephanie put her whole foot in that shit. Stephanie put her foot in that shit. 100%. 110%. Easy money every time. That said, yeah, it's a good book. It's a fantastic book. And I think any of y'all who are familiar with Stephanie Williams is the woman who was behind the Nubia and the Amazons, as well as Nubia, Queen of the Amazon series. She co-wrote it with Vita Ayala for DC Comics. And Stephanie has now gone on to be the writer of Street Sharks at IDW. She's also doing the We Wonder series. It's like a young, kind of a like one of those kind of like young adult style Wonder Woman books. She has a lot. She also has another series. Ooh, do I have it? Do I have it right here? Ooh, do I have it with me? I don't know if I have it with me. I don't know. I actually have it where I can like. Because I got it in the mail just the other day.
What'd you get?
Stephanie has another series called Roots of Madness. That's really good as well. Highly recommend. That said, I think I haven't seen much movement on the polls.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we can go ahead and close these bad boys. I haven't seen much movement in the last little bit. So I think it's safe to say we can move the poll. We can close these polls down. Just a taste. Excuse me, just a taste. Oh wait, nope. I see some last minute votes, so I'm gonna let y'all get them last minute votes in. Dude, I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. I am actually kind of slick happy to see. Like, I'm glad They Choose Violence is like really like clearly walking away with some big numbers. But I actually really like that Beneath the Trees, Where Nobody Sees, is getting love right now. I love that. I love this for y'all. It's a last minute vote. It's got the mail in. Is that getting the mail in ballots? God damn it! I can't stand y'all. But no, I love that. I love that some of these books are getting the love that they're getting. I'm here for it. That said, we are officially closing the polls. They're closed now. So, what will be is what will be. Now, while Carter, will you do me a huge favor?
What'd you need?
I think. You know what? I tell you what. This is what we're gonna do. Because I'm actually looking at it. I want to do right by us. We actually are not gonna do another one. We're not gonna do another one. Okay. This is going to be the last one for today. We will come back next week, do more. Because I don't know about y'all. I had fun with this. I actually think this is a pretty fun little process. Figuring out how this is figuring out how we're I'm not gonna hold y'all. I struggled with figuring out how to address this and kind of be able to give everybody a little bit of whatever. That said, actually, Carter, do you have anything that you would like to recommend while I jot down some of these numbers?
Honestly, my recommended is always going to stay the same just from like what I told you all when we talked about the power of fantasy. My recommended is just always going to be to maybe holler at somebody that you may have forgotten to tell about us, and just recommend the show. Recommend,
Please.
and if you can't recommend the show because you've already recommended the show,
recommend it again.
Well, not even that. Recommend one book you all. Just recommend a book you all are trying to read to somebody else, man. Because when you recommend that one book to that one person, then they might recommend it to that person and that person and that person and that person. Now you got a gang of people reading a book they probably weren't interested in to begin with until you recommended it to them. So yeah, man, just pick a book. Any book that you know that you don't think people would read, you don't know until you ask them.
Yeah, that's true. That is actually ridiculously true. Well, for me, I am gonna, dude. Where's the? That's wild. Hold up. Where's a? I'm using a new text editor, so it's like I'm relearning some shit. Una momento, por favor.
Well,
anyway,
I'm gonna go ahead and do this before you ask. Do I have anything going on later? Honestly, if I'm not reading that Punisher by Greg Rucka that's custom made for me that ain't none of y'all asses got that I got from I'm gonna be stunting a lot with that book. If I'm not reading that, and I'm not rereading Tom Taylor's Nightwing, or I'm not rereading The Moon Is Following Us, if I'm not rereading Southern Bastard, you want to get on Absalom or Ravens Watch?
Yeah, sure. I'm ready to see Carl. I'm ready to see the return of Karlach. Because the voice actress for Karlach on Baldur's Gate 3, she does a voice in Absalom.
Okay.
She voices one of the characters, apparently. I discovered this when I was watching a YouTube channel that was interviewing her about something and asking her random silly questions, and she is hilarious. Her and Jennifer English both. Yes, I actually need to catch up because Spartacus House of Asher dropped last night. Like last night or the night before, I can't remember which exactly, and I need to watch Last Samurai Standing. It's been on my list of things to do. I've had so much stuff to get caught up on that I have I think I told you I started catching up on Legend of Vox Machina because I was like, oh yeah, shit, I missed a whole fucking season or two, maybe possibly. I had already like kind of played catch up on a few other shows. And between that and catching up on comics. Oh, I have an announcement. I'm so terrible at this. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so bad. So I've talked about this before. I'm gonna say it here. I'm not going to beat y'all to death with this. However, I do want to say there's something on the horizon, and I would personally love it if y'all would do me a huge kindness and go show it some love. The first issue of my comic is going to be releasing this Saturday. Not Saturday, this Wednesday. Jesus Christ. I have Saturday on the brain. I apologize. Because it's today.
Man.
Yeah. It's okay, so here's the deal. The book is going to be releasing it'll be releasing on Global Comics. It'll be releasing on Global Comics, which, by the way, shout out. Look, it's happening.
You could sound a little bit more fucking excited that your comic is coming out on Global Comics. Goddamn.
I am. I'm excited, but like it's one of those where it's like I don't know if anyone can tell, I'm scared shitless. Which is something I don't admit very often. The Blerd Without Fear is rarely ever scared of anything. But I'm terrified of this. And I've already been getting back some pretty good, I was actually talking to Carter about this before we actually went live. Some of the people who I sent the book out to for early reviews or just for criticism, just, asking as a friend, not asking for anything in return. I've gotten like I would say 90% of the criticism has been positive. 10% of it has been negative, but not like you suck negative, just like there were little things that I did that, and honestly, I think even to the people who I talked to about it, like being someone who, like being this being my first like actual like comic, like I've done little stuff in the past, like, when I was a teenager, as a kid or whatever, I don't count any of that shit, because I was just doing stuff. But this is like my first actual like shot at bat, first real shot at bat. So like there were a couple of things I did that were kind of amateur mistakes that I made, or things I just didn't think about at the time that I probably should have, which, honestly, I can't even deny them because they're not wrong. But yes.
Ernie. Be hype, be excited.
I'm excited. Just I'm scared. I'm scared at the same time. I tell you what, here. This is some of you who are my patrons and channel members, you've already seen some of the book because for those who don't know, on Patreon and on the Blerd Club track, I did a full breakdown of my book.
Mm-hmm.
I did a whole full breakdown of the first issue. I went page by like I actually did this shit the way like I went full comics explained. I did a full Rob on this bad boy.
What you mean?
And,
you read the comic for free online?
Anyway, I'm just gonna cut over to this. But no, I basically I went through page by page and broke down everything that was going on. And it was like I think the video was like almost an hour or over an hour, whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, basically I literally sat there kind of, talked about where my head was in the process. And I actually did so with full spoilers. I was like, you know what? I've done this shit to other people's books. I'll do this shit to my fucking own. I don't care. And I talk about it in granular detail, and talk about the motivation, character motivations, why things are happening, explaining like, certain choices that were made with things that are going on in the book, why the book is kind of structured the way that it is, why what's happening is happening, why is the book set in Memphis, and what is the importance of that, and the types of characters that we lead with, as opposed to maybe diving into some other characters, even a secret character that I do not advertise on the cover of the book, or anywhere else really for that matter, who is kind of pivotal to the rest of the story. Like I said, I've talked about it before, but this book is basically my love letter to horror, to noir, kind of hard-boiled detective type deals. And I think I've said this plenty of times, so it's not a shot, at myself or anything. If this was an elevator pitch, this is how I would have to pitch it. But this comic, Heart of the Darkness, is basically if you took Mayor of Kingstown and placed it in Memphis, Tennessee, but instead of having regular, normal, mundane criminals and sicarios and hitmen and dirty cops and SWAT teams and shit, imagine all those characters are vampires, werewolves, and ghosts and zombies and demons and angels and shit. That's basically what Heart of the Darkness is all about. This is just the first issue. We're just getting started. And while I'm not promising to have the book out like, we're going to have this book out once a month. Don't expect that. Please don't expect that. Because it took a lot of work to get just this one issue done. But we are going, like I said, this is a big deal for me. It's a huge deal for me. And I would say, for anyone who, let's say you're like, man, hey, Blerd, I know your birthday's coming up, man. What do you want for your birthday? Tell you what, this is what you can do for me. Go buy my comic. Go on Global Comics and buy my comic. That right there Here, let me move that out of the way. That right there would be worth its weight in gold. As a matter of fact, here, I'm gonna paste this into the chat. Let's see. The book will not be listed on there just yet, just the series. Let's see here. But if you go to the page and follow it, you'll always get notified. When it comes up. That's the best way I can put that. So there you go. If you go to that link, you'll be able to see it. It'll be like a little blurb. You'll see the same cover image and whatnot, what have you. But yes, you're going to see me talking about the book a lot more. I am probably going to be pimping this book out like it is on the host roll. Y'all probably see me wearing that purple suit again. And look, it's going to be a pimp named Blerd back out here, trying to slang this book. Because I want people to check it out. It's something that I spent a lot of time on. I worked really hard on it. And while technically I'm working on some other things just a little bit harder, it's only by virtue that, as opposed to just writing Heart of the Darkness, I'm writing and drawing something else. But yeah, I put my whole heart and soul behind this book. And I can't wait for y'all to get to know the main character of Heart of the Darkness, Kellen Hart, who is who is our main guy here. The guy you see on the front, in the middle, just kind of staying in the middle of a bunch of chicanery. So yeah, I'm very excited for it. And yeah, like I said, I know it probably comes off as reserved, but really on the inside, I am about to cry, because it's insane. This like, honestly, I was kind of scared I was never going to get to make this. So we are, like I said, so yeah, Wednesday, new comic book day. The book will be out. You can go pick it up on Global Comics. Save that landing page. As a matter of fact, here I'm going to pull this up so you guys know what it is. Actually get that out of the way, so that you can know what it is you're going to. But this right here, you'll see it right here. Heart of the Darkness. It's in the horror section of the Global Comics thing. And yeah, like I said, just go check it out. Like I said, the book won't proc. It'll be in this section right here, but it won't proc until Wednesday. Yeah.
All right, so before we do go,
yes,
we got to do the super chats real quick, because you got one from
T1000
for the 5 saying you did it. That's why I keep trying to tell him, fuck keep all that negativity in your stomach so that you can poop it out while you reading something in the bathroom. You did it, bro. Let's support Heart of the Darkness, absolutely. And then the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. himself, Gearless Mo, who actually made his name Gearless Mo. I just noticed.
I love it.
Gearless Mo, we don't need the talk, saying congratulations, you did the thing. Now it's up to us to support it and give it wings. Happy belated Mr. Carter. Thank you, sir. And happy upcoming birthday, Blerd, with the hundo. Because
love it.
Wait, you're the 10th, right?
Yep, 10th. We're 5 days
apart. Okay, cool. So with that being the case, that's a hell of a birthday present. That's a hell of a birthday present for your book to be out, for it to be supported.
I'd be a crying bitch. That's all I'm saying. I can't say anything less than that. Yeah. I will say, yes. Because I saw Birdner ask me, says, sorry for asking twice, but can I get a physical? Well, so here's the thing. We will not have physical editions available right away, because that would require me to pull some. So, okay, I'm gonna tell you why this book was a labor of love. Because I didn't raise funds for the book to be made. I paid out of pocket for it. So when I tell you that And I, I'll say something that I probably shouldn't say. I don't want to make it sound like I would have been destitute or anything, but I will say I kind of overextended myself financially. I'll just put it like that. Making this book. And I now know going forward that if I do anything else, there will be a Kickstarter involved. That's why right now I'm trying to get stuff together, put things in motion to get a Kickstarter together, and maybe probably do like what I've seen other people do. Probably take the first issue and the second issue, and then launch them together on Kickstarter to kind of like have some more value for people that might want to check it out. And yeah, I really want people to like it. I hope people like it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I know it's not gonna be for everybody, but it's for me. I wrote it for other people to enjoy, but I really wrote it because it was something I wanted to see. And yeah, I constantly harp. I constantly harp on, people when I see them online, on social media, crying and whining and bitching because Marvel isn't doing something with so-and-so character, DC isn't doing something with so-and-so character. And I was like, you know what? Fuck that. Was it, in the great words of the baddest purple man in the galaxy.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
I do it myself. I'll just do it. Fuck it. 2 tears in a bucket. Fuck it. We take it to the stage. A little house party for you. I want to bet on me, and I know not everybody's going to like it. I know that. Like, it's, and I think that there's going to be some people who are probably going to fucking hate it. But for me, I love it. And I hope other people do. I think a lot of people will. And, the best part about it is that this book is unapologetically who I am. It's not like an insert protagonist thing. Like, Kellen Hart is not me. I mean, yeah, maybe he says some stuff I probably would say, but like, he's a completely different person than me. He's his own dude. I don't have the same personality that this guy has, and I don't handle things the way this guy probably would. And I think that's kind of the beauty of the character. I guess just to kind of give you guys just a really quick blurb. I mean, it's on the website, but basically, for those that kind of want a little quick primer, yeah, it's basically, the description that I wrote that I just kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I really didn't know what to say, so I just said a bunch of random shit. But I basically said that the creatures of the night are real, but in Memphis, Tennessee, they are in charge. But how does the city not get swallowed up by the dark forces of the supernatural? Why is the rest of the world not at the mercy of monsters? There's one man, Kellen Hart, the last of his family, who is not a monster hunter or a demon slayer. He's a power broker and fixer for the supernatural. It's his job to make sure the things that go bump in the night don't bump too loudly. But since he's taken over as the resident rule keeper in Memphis, there are those who try to test how far they can bend the rules before they break, and Kellen takes that personally. That is the premise of the book. This is not Blade. This is not Blade the Vampire Hunter. This is not Buffy the Vampire Slayer. This is not even, the Winchesters walking around with that goddamn cult. This isn't Winona Earp. This isn't about somebody who kicks in the door and immediately the fucking techno music starts playing, and all of a sudden bodies hitting the floor and shit. That's not his thing. He's adjudicator, basically. The times, and not to say he won't ever fight, but when he does, that's how you know shit's gone horribly wrong. And like I said, it's not saying it won't happen. I've already written issue 2 of it, and there's a fight. There's actually a fight in the first issue, but I mean, there's also another fight in the second one, but they're not happening because he just kicked in the door and said, yeah, all y'all motherfuckers got to die. It's like, no, this is more nuanced. It's more nuanced than that. And yeah, all I said, I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are, and I hope you guys like it when it drops. I got nothing else to say. I'm gonna stop rambling about my comic, but trust me, honestly, I kind of plan on talking about it to the point y'all are probably gonna be sick of me talking about it because I'm trying to make a little some.
We need you to smile because apparently the director of S.H.I.E.L.D. needs a quick smile for his screen grab. So that is.
Why I gotta hit y'all with the Buddy Christ? Why I gotta hit you with the Buddy Christ?
Oh man.
Sorry. Anyway,
you want to talk about a motherfucker I would never trust if he look at me like.
Hey, that's just my smile, man.
Oh man.
But no, yeah. But all that was a native saying yes, there will be print eventually. Now I will say there is something that Global Comics is doing right now. It is in beta phase. So I don't have access to this yet as a publisher on the platform, though I am talking with some people to try and see if I can make that a thing. Basically what's going on is Global Comics is testing out a feature where you can get print on demand. So let's say there's a comic on Global Comics you want to get a print version of it. They will have the capacity to be able to get you that comic in print. I don't know. Like I said, it's not available for every comic. It's only for some, and it's on a case-by-case, invite-only basis. But I'm hoping that if it goes well and they do move forward with it, I would be able to take advantage of that, and then y'all would be able to get signed copies. Or I don't know if I'd be able to sign them because of the way they're going to be doing them, but you guys know what I mean. Maybe I could just get some of my own and then could send them out to you. I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. And yes. Let's see here. I saw one thing here. I can answer this one real. So here's the other thing. We got because I don't want to forget about this too. We got Gabriel, the Dark Knight out here. With the congratulations on the launch of your comic, Ernie. Happy birthday to Ernie and Carter. We appreciate you. And you know what? I actually want to do this because technically we got that's technically 2 back to back. I didn't do it for the first one because I was so caught up in my feelings, good feelings, but I was caught up in them. So yeah, we got to. Said, don't let Zack Snyder near that IP, not with a fucking 10-foot pole. I don't want Zack Snyder nowhere near my shit. Honestly, if I would much rather a Ryan Coogler's or like an Ernest Dickerson's or somebody like that be near that. I don't want Zack Snyder nowhere near my shit. It'd be like hella slow-mo. It'd just be a shot of Kellen getting a cup of coffee. And shit run for like 10 minutes. Anyway, I don't trust Hickman either. I don't want to touch my shit. No, it's not that I don't think he would do a good job. I think he would imperial it. And then he would leave my book unfinished. I'm joking. I jest. Hickman's a cool dude. Hickman's a good guy. I appreciate him. But yes, I do recommend Bill. Yes, keep that thing in mint condition as much as you can. Hopefully it arrived in good condition is what I hope. Yes, keep that in mint condition. And there's ways, obviously, we all know there's ways to read comics without ruining them. But I do recommend get yourself one of these. Actually, I will say the Absolute Batman is a little bit too big for something like this. It's a little bit too thick. It will not fit in there properly. If it does, it'd be way too snug. You might ruin the book trying to get it out of it. is what I'm trying to say. But I would look into something like maybe a bigger comic capsule, maybe get one of those Silver Age. Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe one of the Silver Age cases might be a little bit like wider or thicker to put it in, but I think they have some on Comic Capsule, comiccapsule.com. I believe they have some on there. Maybe get something like that. But don't get the modern for Absolute Batman. You might want to get one of the older ones because, like I said, the book is thick. That boy thick. And yeah, I got nothing else. Are we having any Dynamite claims for the before we spend all our holiday money? I don't know. I've been waiting. I've been waiting to hear back from the coach. I know they've got a lot of shit going on right now because some of you may or may not be aware. The whole thing between Dynamite and Diamond is still going on. It has not finished. I mean, it's taken a turn for the better. But it is, like I said, it's tough going right now. So yeah, fake Supergirl thick is exactly correct. That's how thick Absolute Batman Annual is. I trust the Ziggler. I trust the Zig. Actually, I don't like how I said that. I don't like that. Yeah, I take that back. Not that I trust him, but I'm not going to call him the Zig. Yeah, that sounds racially charged, actually. I trust the Cody. I trust the Cody. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you're right. You are 100%. You're 100% right. And you know what? Like I said, keep it locked. Stay tuned. You'll see me talking more about Heart of the Darkness. We're gonna try and set up a little something. I've kind of debated whether I wanted to release the breakdown that I did, though I might shoot a different one that's a little less spoilery and leave that one, leave the one that I gave to patrons and channel members as their video. And then yeah, that might be what we do. But until next time, I want to double check myself. I don't think we have anything else. I think we're caught up. No, we are not caught up. The lies I have just told you, people.
We just got another one. Really?
Yes.
Really, dude?
He ain't gonna let you get out of here. Levesso the Samurai with the 70, with the 39 months says, "Yo, you did it. Enjoy the moment, fam, and shout out and shout it from the mountains." You goddamn right, we're gonna like I say, y'all be sick of my black ass. Y'all about to be sick of my black ass in the coming weeks. That's why I'm kind of trying to ease y'all into it. And then of course, obviously, Barrington Edwards with the 1999 super chat says, "Congratulations, bro. What's up, Carter? Have a great weekend, man."
He did that on purpose. He did that shit on purpose.
Of course he did. And also we can't forget we've also got Elite X1 with the $5 on the Streamlabs side. Says creators conceptualize a ton of stuff. Rarely do they actually release any of those concepts to be consumed by the public. So you are already ahead of the curve. This is inspiring to me as a creator too. Trust me, you got gold here. Much love and success. Thank you. Thank you for that. Like I said, we're building. We're building, goddammit. We're building. We're building. Like I said, this is I have so much more I want to show y'all. And who knows, maybe very soon we will. Because there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be happening in 2026. You're going to see your boy betting on himself more often than not. And maybe I'll be taking y'all on the journey with me while we get some things done. He did it again. Wait. No, he didn't. 1999 super chat. Yeah, for Carter. Happy birthday, Carter. Enjoy the jingle as we do. Woo!
That don't make no damn sense. That don't make no damn sense.
Look, Gil say, yeah, you ain't He's like, you ain't getting out of here like that. He's like, you ain't getting out of here like that, goddammit. But yes, yeah, man, we're gonna be doing the thing, man. I hate over promising and under delivering, but I want to just make y'all really aware of the fact that I'm making moves. Things are going to be happening.
Yep.
And one way or the other. Look, he took. See, he saved you. He saved you.
Thank you.
He saved you. He gave you the 1 penny. He gave you
Jason
the 1 penny.
Davis with the 20. You're inspiring me. Talking about Ernie. Real talk. Happy birthday, Carter. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, well, I will. I'll just say that. I want to leave y'all with some parting words. It is true. Not many people do the thing. Many people spend more time trying to make the thing and don't ever actually make the thing. And I'm here to tell you, your ideas, the things you want to create, they are valid. And so long as you don't use AI to create them. Always want to add that. But you need to bet on yourself. You need to believe in yourself. And if you have the drive, if you have the ambition, you can move mountains. Oh, that man, Smoke One Kenobi said, one more. Happy B-Day, Carter.
Take the one. I don't want any more happy birthdays. Take the one.
1999. Super chat. Yeah. But anyway, with that said, y'all, thank you. I want you guys to go out and create something, do amazing things, do all the good stuff, take your ideas, make them flourish, and always remember, never forget, all you talentless, unimaginative, lazy AI bros.
We coming for you, nigga.
You missed it.
No, I didn't, goddammit. I ain't missed shit. I'm back. I'm thinking I'm back. We got another one here from Gillis Mo said, keep it going. There are many that know the bath and few that walk the path. 1999. Super chat. You goddamn right. Anyway, and you know what? I ain't forgot about you too, Hulk Hogan. Donald Trump, guess what?
For you, nigga.